What's good? What's good? What's good? What's happening, everybody? It's Friday. It is Friday, October 25th. What's happening? We are back for another live stream. Caspa. That is what we're going to do a deep dive into today. What is happening? We are back and at it here with the markets. Bitcoin's back up over 68,000. You got to love it. You got to love it. Who do we got in the house? Let me know. Fire up the chat. Who's here in the house? Let's dive right in. Guys, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. And it's good to have the market back green, that's for sure. Bitcoin up over 68,000 again. Love to see it. Ethereum up over 2,500 again. Love to see it. Solana doing its thing, $174 per sol. You love to see it. XRP holding above 50 cents, thank God, because we've got Margex positions open that have not been liquidated yet because XRP's holding the line, so that's good. I'm actually checking some of my other small cap positions on my Solana wallet right now. Man, the Solana ecosystem has been crushing it. We're up on a couple of these small cap meme coins. Probably time to take some profits off the table. We bought into some more Ponky yesterday. I bought more Ponky yesterday. I really like where Ponky is right now overall. This Clapcat continues to move, by the way. We talked about this at 600K over on Solana. Look at this thing, 4.3 mil. Bitcoin on base, wow, almost 12 mil market cap now. Look at this surge. Insane. But guys, we're going to be talking about Caspa quite a bit on this live stream. So if you're here for Caspa, don't go anywhere. Our Crypto Breakfast Club is starting up in 9 minutes. And we should have a ton of people joining us from the Caspa community. Very excited about that. Should be a ton of fun. We've got a lot of people coming in and joining us today. But, of course, before we get into all the Caspa talk, I did want to just kind of take you through some of the things we're looking at. As I mentioned, I bought more Ponky yesterday. Really like where Ponky is. You know, I'm trying to go heavy in one or two more Solana meme coins that I think are just really good bets that are solidified. I mean, Ponky's sitting here at 226 mil at 40 cents. This chart to me just looks phenomenal. Great volume, just in a great spot. And I think this thing is destined to get to at least $1 billion and beyond. And you guys know once it gets to $1 billion, things can get weird, right? Things can get weird. We did buy some Pop Dog, just under 7 mil, so that's good. We're up on that, 7.37 mil on Pop Dog. Popcat, obviously, top 100 meme coin now, freaking nuts. We are on this Pop Dog. Yes, Dag Knight Dog is the one. Yeah, that's who's sponsoring today's space. I am a KOL on that project. They are sponsoring the Crypto Breakfast Club today. So very excited about that. Caspa Mega Space starting up at 9:30. I was able to drop the Mega Space over in the Caspa main Telegram. So hopefully we get a bunch of people joining us here in just a little bit, about 7 minutes away from starting up the Caspa space. Guys, I also put a thread together on my conservative Caspa price target for the top of this bull cycle. You guys know it's a top 5 holding of mine. I've got it around $2. That puts Caspa at about a $50 billion market cap. We're currently sitting at $3.2 billion market cap. That's an upside of 15x from current price levels. 15x. Now, I think $4 would be absolutely asinine crazy. I mean, if things just go absolutely parabolic and shit gets wild, $4 would be my crazy bullish price prediction. And that would mean that Caspa is a $100 billion market cap. But I said, bookmark this post for later. And here's why I'm bullish. Guys, if you guys would show this post some love over on X. If you guys are here on X, I mean, it's real easy. Even if you're on YouTube, go over here and show this post some love. All right. Go over here and show this post some love. Fire it up. Bookmark it, because you're going to want to come back to this. I think Caspa is so undervalued right now. It's one of my favorite plays. Obviously, if there's two cryptos that I'm so bullish on right now that are undervalued, it's SUI, especially now at 192. They do have an unlock coming on November 1st, so be aware of that. They're still up 11% on the month after topping out here at like 234. Actually, yeah, about 234, their all-time high. So they're gonna come down a little bit after making that parabolic run. But I mean, love SUI, and in that same neighborhood is Kaspa. Right, little less of a market cap, 3.2 billion, just under 13 cents right now. I've got a Kaspa video coming out later today too. Make sure you guys check that out. It'll be coming out on X and YouTube. I'll probably post it on X later tonight, but it'll be on YouTube first. I think it comes out in like 2 hours from now, right after our space. But yeah, I mean, Kaspa the last month, it's down 20%. But this is opening the door. I mean, this is an entry. You know when the big time unlock is. Larry from MetaTrust told us about that. I think it's very soon. Where is big time, though? Big time's pumping like crazy. Big time is pumping like crazy. We took profits on there. We still have a bag, but we did take profits. Big time unlock. I'm gonna have to ask Larry on that. Let's see if we can find it actually. Do they have the schedule here? What's good, everybody? Token unlocks, upcoming unlocks. I mean, we know about the SUI one getting ready to unlock. Tia is going to have an unlock. Oh, big time. Here we go. 30-day supply value and price change. Man, big time pumped like crazy. I shouldn't have took those profits. I got to get on Larry now. Hey, you win some, you lose some, right? I mean, we won the trade for sure. But man, that kind of stings. Big time went crazy parabolic. Shit. When was the unlock? We'll have to get with Larry on it. Let's see here. It did come down for a little bit. We got out about 16 cents. I mean, we didn't miss too much. What's it at now? 18? Yeah. I mean, we haven't missed too much. And we left some in there just in case this were to happen. But yeah, we took a good amount of profits. I mean, hey, we doubled it up. I mean, you can't be mad about that. And there's still time to get back in. Big time was at $1. I'm still going to have a long-term play on it, but missed out on a little gains. I got a little scared. I got a little scared when Larry said there was an unlock coming, which is fine. I mean, you know, more often than not, I'm okay with taking some profits off the table because it can go the other way real quick on you. Yeah, no, that one has been crazy, EMAC. I don't think I have never got into tonic myself. Caspa needs tier 1 exchanges to break out. Hopefully it happens in 2025. Well, yeah, and I talked about this in my video coming up later on Caspa. You know, it doesn't have the tier 1s yet because they have to, you know, basically buy on the open market. They got to buy these tokens on the open market, just like you and I would. And eventually I think Binance and Coinbase will do so. but they just haven't bit the bullet yet to do it. You know? It is 9:30, guys. We are getting ready for the Caspa space. So are you guys ready to rock and roll? This is the Caspa chart. It has been on a downtrend, but it's offering some nice opportunities. We're going to get into the KRC-20 space too, which is pretty insane what's happening right there. So guys, we are freaking ready to rock and roll, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let go. I guess we'll leave Wi-Fi on because we do have a strong signal. Every time I start these spaces now, I'm always in freak out mode thinking, what if it doesn't start? Please start, please start, please start. It started. All right, we're good. It's always a thing, though. You just never know. It's always a thing with these. All right, let's get some tunes going on here. What's going on, everybody? We are back. Welcome back inside the Crypto Breakfast Club. Final day of the week. It is Friday. Markets are looking pretty good. We got Bitcoin making some moves. We got 68,000 was just reclaimed, recaptured there. But today is all about, we'll call it the new Bitcoin, right? The new proof of work. If you miss Bitcoin, don't miss Caspa. And Caspa, already a top 30 crypto, guys. You guys know that I've been extremely bullish on Caspa for a while. It's a top 5 holding of mine. We have a strong position there. And now we've got KRC-20 tokens, right? DeFi coming to Caspa. Man, it's going to be a lot of fun today. Diving into the Caspa ecosystem. And yeah, we're going to have hopefully some great community members join us. I did get a hold of some people in the Caspa official Telegram, so hopefully they spread the word. If you guys do know some people, get them on in here, get them into the ecosystem. I'm sure we'll have some other news and alpha throughout the space. It is 2 hours long. We do this 2 hours every single Monday through Friday, so I'm sure there will be some other pieces of news and information trickled in, but a lot of this is going to be Caspa focused, Caspa centric here today. We've done this once before, man, and it was a great space. It was an awesome time. We had so many people jump in here and add to the conversation. So appreciate everybody in here. Real quick, do us a solid. Share the space out right now. Stop what you're doing right now. Stop what you're doing and share the room. Okay? Share the room. And I want that comment button down there. There's only a 3. I only see a 3. I see a 3 down there on that comment button. I want to see like a 30 in like the next 5 minutes or less. I want to see a 30 on that comment button. And definitely share the room. We are live on YouTube and X too, so we got some people trickling in, listening that way too. But guys, stop what you're doing right now. Share the room right now. Share the room right now. And we want to get as many people in here as we can. Appreciate you guys as always for being with us. We do have my co-host up here, Zach from Subway. We got Travelot. We got Larry. And we've got the sponsor of the show today, Dag Knight Dog. That is one of the top KRC-20 cryptos out there right now. It is, in my mind, the mascot of the Caspa blockchain, which love it. I think every great blockchain needs a mascot, right? Look what Brett has been able to do on base, and I love it. I mean, you've got the bull on Tron, one of my favorite meme coins. Why not? Dag Knight Dog on Kaspa, one of the top KRC-20 cryptos. So, guys, make sure you show them some love. Follow that account. Hop in their TG. But we're going to hear from a lot more from them and from this entire Kaspa ecosystem. But before we dive into it, Zach, what's going on, man? My co-host, what is happening, brother?
How's it going, man? Doing some trading. Nothing crazy. Watching the market. I'm excited for this Kaspa space. I actually tried to stream this, or how to stream this on YouTube and X, but I was getting feedback, so I'll figure out another day. But anyways, I don't show too much fun. I dipped into your indicator a little bit and was playing with it a little bit yesterday, so I'm loving it, and it's pretty epic. For trading wise, you know, when you become a trader, you have to do all of your due diligence. Basically, you have to know how to trade. You got to follow the alpha, but with your indicator, kind of takes half of that. It's not going to guarantee everything, but it saves the work of doing a lot of the trading aspect, and you can focus on the alpha to make the right plays. Because obviously, indicator doesn't know if someone's going to migrate or something like that. But if you can focus on that kind of information and just let the indicator do its job, that's pretty sweet. I did pin to the top. If you purchase the XT Algo indicator, any package, I will give you, first person that does it, I'll give you $100 worth of Coyote for free on the ETH side. So instantly you're winning, and you can trade it and use the indicator and practice with it. So I'm not trying to show too much, but I think that is an epic value right there. And you guys should all check it out, because we're all traders, but it's very, very, very hard to become a good trader like Pedro, myself, some other people. So if you can let the indicator do the work for you and you focus on information purposes, you're already step up. So yeah, so that's what's going on. I did dive into that a little bit. So yeah, but otherwise the market's looking pretty good. I'm happy. I'm happy when I took some profits, put into stables, stuff like that. So I'm just looking for the next 100x. And now with your indicator, I can just focus on alpha and, so not to show too much, but it's fucking epic. Everyone check it out. I pinned it to the top. Thanks.
Bro, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, no, straight up, man. Here's the thing. I'm looking at the chart right now. I've got it up live. The reason why I got in Kaspa at 4 cents this time last year, okay, straight up, October of 2023, the reason why I had such a good position, I'm not some technical wizard. My indicator was flashing all kind of signals on Kaspa at 4 cents, a little over 4 cents a year ago. And that's why I built up the position I did in Kaspa. I'm literally showing it right on screen right now. But, dude, I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, if you're interested in that, check it out. Zach, my co-host there, has got an affiliate now. And you could use Subway at checkout, 21% off coupon code through the holidays here in 2024. So appreciate you, brother. Paid, what's going on, man? We're going to get into it, man. I know Mar's going to come up here. Guys, do not be shy. This is going to be, again, a 2-hour space. So we're going to dive into a lot here when it comes to Kaspa. Again, Dag Knight is down there as a speaker. Guys, show them some love. Make sure you're following that account. Hop in that TG. We got Travelot, which we're going to hear from him here in a minute. Major Kaspa bull. Huge account here on X. Love it. We've got Larry, always bringing fire, always bringing alpha. We got some of the brightest minds in crypto. We got Mar already with his hand up. He can't even wait. He's chomping at the bit, man. He can't even wait to get in here. But Paid, what's going on, bro?
Bro, listen. I don't want to hear from Mar until fucking the last 10 seconds of the show. That's how we're gonna do it today. Mar, I know this is the Caspa space, but you get the last 10 seconds. All right, that's how we're doing it for Mar today. I'm chilling. I'm eating a very succulent dessert I just got from the bakery. So that's what I'm doing in my life. That's my Friday. All right. That's how we're starting off. That's my breakfast. But I just wanted to say, Superverse 101 on CoinMarketCap. They're about to break the top 100. And I told you guys when they're at like 250 or something. They're at 101. They're about
Here
to
we
be
go.
100.
Here we go.
Top 100. Zach,
Here we go. You gotta stroke your ego.
Top 100. All right, we're almost in the top 100, and I still think there's plenty of upside. $682 million market cap. I can easily see a 10x from there.
Hey, I like it, man. I like it. I like it.
It's very good 10x.
You nailed it. You called it. I got in it. I love it. I got a bone to pick with Larry, and you know it's all fun. Dude, that big time, it keeps pumping, man. What's going on?
Well, they did release some more news, but that's going to be, I think that's going to be pretty temporary, Zach, because they just have a little bit of money coming in. But and that I think they had some of that bag that they for the unlocked liquidity that was going to go back in, but it's not going to be for that long, I think.
So don't get back in yet. I mean, I still left some in there, but I'm thinking about getting back in.
Zach,
I'm getting FOMO, bro.
Zach, have you seen the gameplay on Big Time yet?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
One of
It's
the,
dope.
No. Wait, hold on, Larry. Hold on. Wait, Zach. So you watched gameplay of Big Time?
Yes.
You like that gameplay? Because one of the biggest concerns with Big Time for me is from a gamer's perspective. And if you go on YouTube, a lot of gamers are talking about this.
All right, listen. I don't want to. Okay, let's pause this because I don't want to get too far down the road here. But
I just put it to you pretty clean, Zach. It's going to be temporary, man. Because like Paige just made the point, it hasn't really been. There's better right now, and the market's like I told you about the other game from Korea, that harder, and they haven't even released their ICO yet. When their ICO releases, that's going to be the bull for games.
okay, I like it. So there's still time, basically, right? That's what I'm hearing. There's still time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
If Big releases that update and that new gameplay model that they promised, like if you look at other games like Moon Tropic and Arcus, they've up in like DeFi Kingdoms, they've upgraded like 4 or 5 times on new gameplay engines. They're released on Steam, right? But Big Time has not. Even Yaxi Ronin has improved, even though they're just kind of mid-chart, right? So I mean, when that gameplay model, the new gameplay engine comes out that they're talking about for, I don't know, the last year, then maybe I'll have more faith in it. But like, people are not, trust me, man, it's just them trying to get the chart a little bit more balanced, but it will deflate. So, I mean, it's good that you left something in there. I never told you to bail. I just said you should take out most because it did slam to the bottom.
Yeah.
100%. And that was like, 3 weeks ago, bro. Or 2 weeks ago, yeah, it hit fucking bottom as soon as I started talking about it, right? But and it's not financial advice, but yeah, when that new gameplay, and I'll let you know if and when it comes out, because they're professional teams that play that game for farming, but they really throttle back the play to earn and the NFTs, and so it's not as profitable. So right now, besides what Pate was talking about on the gameplay, there's professional farming teams that played that and were streaming and shit, and they don't do it anymore now because they took all the incentive out of it, Yeah.
No, I'm with, and dude, I'm not one to be like, blaming somebody else, dude, that's not, I'm not coming at you like that. But no, I just saw the chart pump a little bit. I'm like, oh shit. But hey, let's get into this Caspa mega space. I want to hear from Travelon. I know Mar wants to jump in. I'm putting some new lip pillows in my mouth, a couple new Zins, freshen up. It's Friday. You like that, Paige? Couple lip pillows. Yeah. Hey, I also made a thread today on Caspa, because it's like kind of timely and shit. So if you guys want to go show that some love, that'd be much appreciated up there. I just posted it up there. Go show some love there and bookmark it and see if I'm right at some point in the cycle. If not, you can come at me.
Don't mean to interrupt you, but there's something that should be talked about when we talk about Caspa and Bitcoin. A lot of people say they know who Satoshi Nakamoto is, but the case for Jonathan being Satoshi, the real Satoshi, or one of the many people that make up Satoshi, is a lot more grounded than that HBO stuff. 1,000,000%. So if you really want to get then that's one of the main reasons why I have so many miners mining Caspa in my POW facility, right? So I'm not endorsing Caspa like that. I'm not shilling, but what I am telling you, though, that it was a logical and mathematically correct solution to many of the first-generation POWs, and it really brought more innovation to Rust than Rust or Solana did for Rust language. So just putting that out there, if you want to talk about a protocol or a chain that actually contributed to token technology and to, what we know as POW mining now corrected, then, you should do some research, follow Zach's thread, and then do some more research on the Oniton. So, yeah.
No, my man, Larry, and I want to hear way more. I mean, you guys are well versed on this tech side of things and the mining side, and I love that because, Larry, you can add a ton there. I know Travelod's kind of deep there as well. So this is going to be a great one again, guys. I'm super excited. I see 31 down there on that little purple spot down there in the bottom right. That's good. Let's keep running that up. Share the room. Travelod, what's up, man? I'm glad to have you here and appreciate you, brother.
How you doing, Zach? Good to be here, mate. So, no, it's just like, as Larry was just saying, I think that's probably a good spot to introduce Dag Knight Dog and one of the reasonings behind, or the goals, I should say, of Dag Knight Dog. So, as Larry was saying, I mean, I've been pushing Caspa for a long time now. I had a public tweet get about 500,000 views when I sold all of my Ethereum into Caspa, I think last October, and people were just making stupid comments in my comment section about how it was stupid, and then I outperformed everyone that was holding Ethereum. So that was sweet. But like Larry was saying, I mean, it's not even so much about obviously the hypothesis and the, let's say, theories behind Jonathan being Satoshi. Like, that isn't how I ever shill Caspa. I shill Caspa because I really, really, really believe in it. And what Larry was saying about the Satoshi comparison or theory is actually the most viable for anyone I've ever seen. So just to add to what Larry was saying there before we go into Caspa and Dag Knight Dog, when Satoshi left Twitter, that is around exactly the same period as to when Jonathan appeared. In Jonathan's bio, it says the real imposter, and I think very logically about things. And let's say I was to create Bitcoin, and Bitcoin was meant to be a payment method, so peer-to-peer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the problem was that it wasn't fast enough. What would you do? You would make a faster Bitcoin. What is Caspa? It's proof of work. It's way faster than Bitcoin, and it is very scalable. So Caspa is basically what Bitcoin wanted to be. It all does really add up. Like, I mean, that's my theory anyway. And the age adds up as well. Like, obviously, Jonathan, haven't looked at this specifically, but he looks maybe 42, 43. And obviously, Bitcoin came out, I believe, 2008, 2009. I think it was 2008. No, it was 2009. It will have been 2009. I get it mixed up sometimes, 08, 09. So it really, all of that timeline, obviously, from a quotation mark conspiracy theory, that timeline adds up. And in between these two stages, let's say this was the case, Bitcoin and Caspa, in between, he supported multiple crypto projects that he is referenced in, most notably Ethereum. So he was actually referenced for his work in the Ghost protocol in Ethereum. So it does add up. Obviously, I'm not saying that's true, but obviously from 2000, let's say he is around 42, 2008, 2009 it is. I always get mixed up. Oh my God. 2009 to then creating something towards Ethereum. So the Ghost, obviously not something, it's very big. And then creating an improvement of his original creation. And the age adds up as well. I mean, if I was to put money on anyone being Satoshi that I've ever seen, it would be that guy. Again, not saying it is just a conspiracy theory. But the facts are that it is a technological revolution. And this is why, well, like I said, this is one of the goals of Dag Knight Dog. So Dag Knight Dog is the first dog deployed on the Caspa network. It was amongst the first 10 tokens deployed on the Caspa network. And we believe that, well, with what I've just mentioned to you about Caspa and what Larry was mentioning, we believe that Dag Knight Dog can join that $1 billion dog club for obvious reasons. we were also talking about Zach's prediction. Zach was predicting like his conservative target of being $2 for Caspa, and that is conservative as well, like 50 billion, because if we look at last cycle, we saw Cardano go from a few billion market cap, and we also saw Solana go from a few billion market cap, both of which hit 100 billion market cap. And, well, let's say technologically wise, Casper is better than both of those. Also sat at around rank 28 on CoinMarketCap listing after around a year of consolidation. So it really does look primed to do a similar move to what both of those did last cycle. Anyway, I'm just going to go on to Dag Knight Dog. So when it comes to meme coins, everybody who has traded meme coins, that will be familiar, etc. The narrative is extremely important. So obviously Zach is familiar with Shiba Inu on Ethereum, and for the Solana side, we've got WIF and we've got Bonk. These are the top meme coins on these chains, and what do they both have in common? They are dogs. So Dag Knight Dog, I've already mentioned that we aim to join that $1 billion dog club. That is a mission for us, and we believe it is possible. But what we aim to do is like what we've been doing here is to actually educate people about Caspa on every single one of our spaces. We are not like the ordinary KRC-20 meme token, because a lot of the original, let's say the first KRC-20 tokens, most of the traders were going through KSPR bot. We love KSPR bot, by the way. This is no shade, nothing. But most of our users came from CEXs. So we actually brought a lot of users from outside of Caspa to Caspa, and predominantly our traders were from outside of Caspa coming to Caspa rather than existing Caspa holders. But more Caspa holders have joined us since then, and obviously more people from outside of that area as well. So we really do want to allow people to understand why we do think we can hit the targets that we have. So we do believe that Caspa can hit 100 billion market cap this cycle, due to the reasons that I've just mentioned, with the ranging for the past year being ranked 28, and obviously the comparison to Solana and Cardano moves in the 2020-2021 bull market. So should what we believe to be a fair assessment occur, Dag Knight Dog, as per mentioned, is the first dog deployed on the Caspa network. And if I do say so myself, the team is A-star. So we are making Dag Knight Dog as accessible as possible, as fast as possible, aiming to be in prime position for the euphoric market stage. So we have actually dropped hints with 2 exchanges that we've already confirmed. One begins with M, and the other one begins with B and ends in T. Both are currently integrating to be able to list KRC-20, and we've already confirmed both of those. We've also listed on LBank, XT, CoinX, and Bioconomy have announced that we're going to list with those as well. Pinex, Global, and US have both accepted us, but they're pushing us to do like listing targets. And I do think right now we will probably aim for other exchanges because it's more time efficient there as well. So now we really must talk about why Caspa is revolutionary and why you should consider grabbing some Caspa. Understand Caspa, and then you'll understand why the narrative of Dog K being the first dog on that network is so strong. So we've already spoke about Jonathan Sompolinsky. So Vitalik, the creator of Ethereum, he describes what is known as the blockchain trilemma. This means that there's not a crypto that is scalable, secure, and decentralized. However, Caspa came along here. As I was comparing to the Solana network earlier, I may as well go into the fact that obviously when there is a proof of stake network, which is what Solana is and actually what Ethereum moved to, it does sacrifice a level of security to achieve that speed. So Caspa is actually POW, so it remains secure, it's fast, actually it's going to be upgraded again soon, and it's scalable. So it's solving what Vitalik described to be the blockchain trilemma. And we already mentioned previously how the guy behind this is not some random individual. Jonathan is referenced in many top-tier crypto projects, and most notably in the Ethereum white paper mentioned earlier with his work on the Ghost protocol. So once you understand how big Caspa, in my opinion, will be, because it's just a matter of time, when you research this cryptocurrency like I did, and I mean, people saw the bold move that I made. I sold all of my Ethereum into Caspa last year when I did my research properly. And when people do that, the facts are the facts, and it just blows your mind. So first, research Caspa currency, research what a BlockDAG is, and just go from there. Learn the basics, learn about the blockchain trilemma, how it solves it, learn the basics, and then go into depth. And once you understand that, then we move over to Dag Knight Dog being the first dog on the KRC-20 network. So when you understand how big Caspa can be, it is not debatable that Dag Knight Dog was the first dog deployed on the KRC-20 network. And as you've seen, the team is listed on as many exchanges as we possibly can. 2 big ones are confirmed, just waiting on integration. We have Bioeconomy coming in 2 days. We already have XT, CoinX, LBank. So we're in a very good position. And finally, I will end with the fact that the graphics. So when it comes to a meme token and building a cult community, as we saw with Shiba, like what a cult Shiba was last bull cycle, it was insane. Like we are trying to build a cult. If you go to our Telegram, we have so many people, especially today, just active, raid. All the content we've been putting out recently, the videos, everything, we're getting everywhere. We are going up and around 40 locations across the United States. We had an issue with the billboard yesterday, but I believe they're all fixed and working again today. So that goes from SpaceX to the outside of the MGM Las Vegas, the California Highway, Hawthorne Street, California, and 36 other locations across the USA. We are going to be on billboards. So that represents Caspa as well. The Caspa is mentioned on our billboard as we are. Well, our slogan is the guardian of Caspa, so people obviously need to research Caspa when they see these billboards. We've had press releases go out the other day. If you're interested in reading those press releases, they are pinned in the Telegram. And the exposure levels are just going up and up and up and up. If you look at the top where John has tagged the Dag Knight Dog profile, you can see our graphics. So we have in-house 2D, 3D graphic designer, and obviously it's not a corporate coin, but we have a corporate designer as well for announcements. The team is 13 people, and we have burnt 55% of the supply. Everything is fully transparent. The wallets are labeled from obviously the top 5 wallets. We have the maintenance wallets, the marketing wallets, the strategic airdrop for micro KOLs that are just pushing and pushing and pushing. If not, they're going to get burned as well. So everything from A to Z has been completely transparent with Dag Knight Dog. We, instead of going with the quotation mark fair launch mint, we've listed the wallets. We've burnt 55%. We've listed the other wallets. We did an airdrop campaign at launch. And this is going to allow us to, shall we blow up as we believe is very, very possible, that means we're going to be able to provide, like we have been doing already, provide the liquidity needed for the exchanges and the bigger exchanges. So we don't need to crowdfund from our community to be able to list on, let's say, for example, KuCoin, Bybit, like when it gets to these stages, or should I say, because I can't guarantee or confirm, quotation mark, if it gets to these stages, we'll be able to provide the liquidity for those because we will have grown. We will be able to skim USDT and then pay the other side of the liquidity pool with tokens. So we have set this up completely professionally, completely transparently. We have a golden narrative, and it is the first dog on the Caspa network. So research Caspa, understand Caspa, then check out the first dog. That's all I will say. Any questions, feel free to ask.
100%. And I definitely want to open it up. Travelod nailed it, man. Appreciate you, bro. And somebody, this must be a community member, Dr. Tripp, put out a good post. I want to just get to some of those, and then we'll definitely go around the room if you guys got questions here for Travelod about Dag Knight or just Caspa in general. So first KRC-20 listed on CoinMarketCap. I think that's a big deal. Second biggest following on Twitter out of all the KRC-20 projects. I'm guessing Nacho's number
it's the
one.
First. No, we're the first.
Love it. Market cap wise, second or third market cap right now?
Second
largest market cap. And then, as you mentioned, only KRC-20 to be up on the billboards across the country. And full disclosure, guys, because I'm always upfront about this, I am a KOL on the project. Thanks to Travelon for reaching out. He knows that I've been talking about Caspa for a while, so I always like to just be upfront about that. You guys know I keep it 100 with that. So obviously, as he mentioned, do your own homework. Obviously, learn about Caspa first. I think a lot of people probably in this room are probably into Caspa, I would imagine. So who has a question? Anybody want to jump up first here for Travelot or Dag Knight? And I know, Mar, I know you want to get into some other topics. I see Hover up here. He was in our first big Caspa mega space. So we'll take this conversation wherever it goes. But I think after Travelot kind of broke things down, kind of naturally, maybe we should just open it up for some questions around anything or anything that he said there. So anybody got something on that front? Feel free to raise your hand or just jump in here. think this is the quietest I've ever seen this room.
I got a question.
It's because Caspa's so good.
I have a question. When are you going to let me audit that first KRC-20? Because we're one of the only, labs that have actually circumnavigated any of the Rust.
Do it. No, please do it. That would be awesome, because what we experienced when we came out with Dag Knight Dog is because we didn't go with the traditional mint, and I mean, you will both understand that for us to be able to list on exchanges, do guerrilla marketing, etc., we needed to have supply as well. So we did it in a completely different way that was different to like traditional investor expectation in the Caspa network, because Caspa is proof of work, fair launch is big, etc. So we kind of went against the grain and did it this way. So it would actually be fantastic for you to do that. We'd appreciate that audit, actually. We have all of our wallets labeled as well. 55% of the supply is burned, and yeah, we can A to Z do that with you, and you can confirm these things, and that's just an additional layer of transparency. We'd love that, man.
And to give you a little bit of context, I met Travlad and Zach from my security background. Battle run, but as we found out, that's not. I left because that hasn't been the same. But shout out to Travlad, and I want to apologize to Hover. When I was in a conversation with Hover before, I said, "So can you speak some Dutch?" And he's Danish. I apologize for that. I never got to clear that up with you, Hover. So just wanted to take the time to apologize, since you're a heavy KRC-20 guy. And Travlad, do you talk to Ski Jim, the ski man from the KRC-20? Do you speak to him much?
I know Ski Jim, actually. He's very OG. Haven't spoken to him recently though.
He was in our first space, Larry, I think, wasn't he? I think he dropped in for a little while. I was trying to get him back in here today,
bro,
but
super academic. Anything having to do with Caspa, from the language to the history, the lore, the people that are in it, even at on the mining side. And I want to let you know, like 25% of my miners are dedicated to Caspa now.
I actually didn't go through another fact as well about how Marathon, who are the biggest miners of Bitcoin in the world, they only mine Bitcoin and now Caspa. And Grayscale are actually considering adding Caspa to their asset suite. So there's 2 more Easter eggs for you too.
hell yeah, love it. I want to hear from Matt. Might have a question, because I think Matt's hand came up there pretty quick after all that breakdown. Matt, what's up, bro?
Yeah, I do have a question. Could somebody explain to me how I go about purchasing Dog K, or what's the easiest way to get it, and explain it like I still have a CD player in my car?
Yeah, absolutely, man. And that's definitely a very good question, because it is a very new thing. And we actually decided not to go on a DEX because the only DEX there was for Caspa, the volume wasn't insane for us to prioritize that. So we made a strategic decision against the DEX right now. So you can buy on... It's actually quite simple. So you can deposit USDC or whatever crypto you like, as long as it's compatible with the exchanges. Currently, CoinEx is, I believe, non-KYC. So there is CoinEx, there is XT, and there is LBank. And if none of those are suitable for you, in 2 days there will be Bioeconomy. And then I'm not gonna say an exact time, because I can't tell you exactly when integration will finish for these exchanges and whatever lists they have to list or whatnot. But we have confirmed 2 very well-known exchanges, both in the top 20, that will list very soon as well. So again, you will be able to purchase Dag Knight Dog on one that begins with an M and is 4 letters, and one that begins with a B and ends with a T. So 2 big ones.
And Matt, if you have any questions or whatever, feel free to hit me up, like in our TG or whatever too. We do have the Crypto Breakfast Club Telegram. That's why we have it too. You know, if you guys have questions like that, obviously, you know, we can help in there too, man. But I got the chart on LBank pulled up for everybody that's on the live stream. Eventually, maybe I'll add video to these. I know you could do that, but I don't know. I kind of like the setup right now, like with the live stream. So if people just want to watch, there are a bunch of people watching on YouTube and X Live, and then we got the space going on. But Titan's got his hand up. Titan, what's up, bro?
Yeah, man. Jen, my question is for Dag Knight. I just want to ask if you have any ambassador role, like maybe ambassador role for people that want to become ambassador of their projects.
So realistically, we're not currently doing ambassadors per se. We have a lot of KOLs, micro KOLs, people that can help us reach that guerrilla marketing target and build the cult that we need to build to just go as far as we can. So we don't do ambassadorship right now. If actually, we would recommend that you apply for ambassadorship with Caspa because, Dag Knight Dog is sort of like a Caspa ambassador itself. So the main goal really is to spread the word about Caspa. That is what we should be doing as a KRC-20 project. So if you love Dag Knight Dog, learn about the technology some more and apply for a Caspa ambassadorship role.
All right, thank you. I'll do that later.
I definitely want to get over to Hover and just get his thoughts on maybe just KRC-20 at large, and obviously Dag Knight and kind of what's going on with the ecosystem. I know he's super knowledgeable, but I'm looking down there. I see a 43 down there. Let's run that up well over 50 here in the next minute or so. Guys, share the room. We got a great amount of people in here already, but I know we can do better. So I want to see that up over 50 here very, very quickly. Hover, what's up, man?
Hello, guys. Welcome to the space, and thank you for having me. Yeah, I recently bought a lot of Dag Knight Dog. I think it was almost 24 hours ago. And the thing is with Dag Knight Dog, I want people to understand what Dag Knight is so they can see the full potential of this meme coin. And I hope that we can get the name out of it.
He's actually completely right there. That is one thing that slips my mind from time to time because we do so many spaces. Dag Knight Dog is named Dag Knight Dog for a specific reason. Like, obviously, meme coins are funny. We do create videography content. We have different animations that you can make into memes, etc., etc. But we're actually called Dag Knight because, Caspa has a BlockDAG. And honestly, it's very complex for me to try and explain this to you. Whenever I always get confused when explaining, so I don't want to say any false facts. But we do a space with one of the Caspa business communicators, Wolfie. We try and do one with him once a week. If you tune into our last space with Wolfie, he really explains, first understand what a BlockDAG is, and then the Dag Knight part. So tune into that one because it's a little complex for me to explain that one, unless you can explain it well, Hover.
I can explain it if you take with a grain of salt. So before every blockchain, like every proof of stake or every proof of work blockchain, the developers, before network launch, they have to set a parameter. And this parameter is like, if node 1 accepts a block, they have to think, okay, but what about this block in China? When does this block found out that a block from USA got this block? So they have to make, okay, maybe it will take in Bitcoin 1 hour, so we know all the nodes got this block. And in Bitcoin, in Caspa, it's 18 seconds. So if there's some sort of problem, the blockchain will pause. And this is assuming if there is a network delay. With Dag Knight, doesn't assume the network delay. So it can run very fast while being secure with proof of work. So we can do 100 blocks per second while not assuming anything network delay. So if I send you one Caspa, you will receive it in 0.1 second, and you can send it back immediately because we don't assume any delay. So that there will be no delay in the network. And this is in all the research papers of computer science, this was said to be an impossibility. So all the smartest people in the world said this is impossible. So Michael Sutton said maybe it's not impossible. So he worked 3 years trying to solve this problem, and he made it work. So this is kind of like what it is. So we can finally have a proof of work running 100 blocks per second without no delay possible. Thank you.
That's actually really good, really well explained. Yeah, he's nailed that. Very, very good. Thank you, Hova. And what I actually didn't mention about that's where the Dag Knight comes from, in the name Dag Knight Dog. But we actually also own the domain dagknightdog.com. So if you type into Google, like Caspa Dag Knight, or let me just try Dag Knight alone. Yeah, even if you type Dag Knight into Google or Caspa Dag Knight Dog is the first thing that comes up. So, I mean, it's not really something that I've mentioned much, but as Caspa blows up and people are researching, like Dag Knight, Caspa Dag Knight Dog meme token is the first thing that comes up on Google. And we do also have, I believe, we got 2 articles that came out the other day. Just checking, they were good articles actually. I'm just checking which ones they were. Taking a quick look. We have so many announcements, I can't find them right now, but I think it was Coin Insider, maybe. It was Business Insider. It was Business Insider on another one. So we've got the connections to really. I mean, you can see the professionalism of the team. Just from what I've just said, you type Dag Knight into Google. Dag Knight Dog is the first thing that comes up. The branding. Well, I mean, look at the branding for yourself. We have videography. We actually haven't been able to post a lot of our videography because of how many announcements we've had, but we have a lot of videography to post even straight up now. That other announcement regarding the exchanges coming through, we've already listed on multiple exchanges. We have the reserves obviously we have the supply reserves to keep providing the liquidity pools. Obviously, as the token grows, you skim the USDT and you keep listing. So we don't have to rely on asking the community at any given time to raise anything. So there's a reason that we set out to do what we're doing. From the branding to the marketing to, well, as we mentioned earlier, 40 billboards going up around the USA. We can do taxis as well. We have good connections all around to really do the guerrilla marketing part. And right now we're building a cult around Dag Knight Dog. But the main priority really is also, like we mentioned at the start, spreading the word of Caspa, what Caspa's all about, because when they actually understand, it's like a mutually beneficial partnership. Obviously, we're not a Caspa partner because nobody really is. Caspa isn't a business, it isn't an entity. But if there was anything that was very, very beneficial for both Caspa and Dag Knight Dog, it really is us explaining to people, onboarding new people, to educate them about Caspa currency. And when they really understand how big Caspa is and the technological revolution, I should say, that Caspa currency itself is, then if they know anything about meme tokens, the first dog deployed on that network, the most followed dog on that network, combined with guerrilla marketing, and as I've just said, you type Dag Knight into Google, Dag Knight Dog's the first thing that comes up, then it also makes sense to grab a bag of Dag Knight Dog. Obviously, because I operate how I operate, and obviously on the team of Dag Knight Dog, I still say to people, like, I would never put more than 5% of my portfolio in any meme token, because Caspa is where the majority of your funds should be. But that's how we're going to do it. We're going to keep pressing as we are. We're going to keep educating about Caspa, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, Dag Knight Dog does what it's doing. The guerrilla marketing keeps working, and we keep growing as our social media is now the number one followed on the KRC-20 meme side.
Good stuff. Love it. I think Toba unmuted there for a minute, and maybe they wanted to jump in here. Toba, am I right in saying that? I think I saw you unmute for a minute. Feel free to hop in.
Yeah, Jim, Zach, Jim, Travel, Jim, Dag Knight, Jim, everyone. Can you hear me?
Can't hear him. Can you?
All right, so I wanted to ask, 3% of total supply was bonds. That means that's quite a lot. But I know it's like a good thing for the community here, but I still wanted to ask, what was the main reason behind that? And if 3% is bonds right now, are there any future plans of bonding them any other tokens later?
No, great question. And this is something that we actually love to discuss because that was something that, I mean, that time's passed, but we had a little bit of fun around that at the start. But we got in touch with Caspa.FYI and they kindly labeled everything for us. So we set our project out for the specific reason of to be able to do the guerrilla marketing that we're doing and to be able to go to all the exchanges that we wish to go on at different milestones. We need to provide liquidity pools, both USDT and token side. And when it comes to exchanges like Bybit, KuCoin, those liquidity pools get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And also on the maintenance side, we have the videography content that we're going to be pumping out every single month. We are considering later on doing some charity work with animal shelters for dogs. So we've got a lot of plans, and we are happy to tell the community whenever tokens are moved. If there's a large token movement, by all means, ask us. We'll send you the transaction hash and tell you exactly where that went. So our first wallet is the burn address, where currently 55.41% of our total supply is burned. That's currently worth around $14 million. That can never come back into circulation and can never be traded. We have around, I think, 10.5% left from our maintenance wallet. So that contributes towards skimming USDT and providing tokens for CEX listings, as well as any other expenses that may arise for Dag Knight Dog, such as the videography, the donations, etc., etc., etc. All will be provided with transaction hashes if required. And we do have the marketing wallet. So as Zach was mentioning earlier, we have a lot of KOLs who obviously they believe in Dag Knight Dog, and we want to keep bringing people who can provide quality content to keep getting Dag Knight Dog everywhere, because the core principle of marketing is when people see something 7 times, that is when they consider buying it. So you really do need to be everywhere. Like we're on 40 billboards around the United States right now. As we grow, we can go into the taxi campaigns, and we're all over crypto Twitter. So that's what that wallet is for. And the current people that are on our marketing list, the majority of those are vested. So the emission is not very high at all. So you won't see that wallet go down dramatically at all. And you can keep an eye on that if you want to. And then number 4 is the strategic airdrop. So with the strategic airdrop, we have 150-ish micro KOLs amongst moderators and things like that, which is vested over 8 months. That's only 5.88% of the supply, which actually emits to 0.75% monthly emission. However, if micro KOLs are not supporting as they should be and helping Dag Knight Dog get in front of as many people as they can with the quotas that we set, that is going to go down with adding to the burn address. I believe at the current rate, that will probably go down to around 5 or slightly below 5%, depending on how many KOLs are supporting, how many are not. And as I mentioned, that is over 8 months, so the emission is low, and some of that will go towards the burn address. So that is a breakdown for you of the Dag Knight Dog tokenomics. So if you have any further questions, by all means, feel free to ask. If you see any token movements that you would like to know about, we are happy to always tell the community what they are for. We've been transparent from A to Z, and obviously we went against the grain with not doing the fair launch because, well, we want to go on as many CEXs as possible, and we don't want to have to ask the community to fund them.
Yeah, thank you, Trav. That was quite explanatory. And yeah, thumbs up. I saw that the addresses were labeled on the CAS website. Thumbs up on that, because that has been causing like a bit of confusion in the CS. Oh wow, thumbs up on that. That was quite explanatory. Thank you very much for that. Thank you.
No, you're very welcome. Any further questions, by all means, feel free to ask.
Awesome, love it. I want to get the mic over to Mar. I know Mar is big into Caspa. He's also looking for some things to be delivered on too. Mar, what's going on, man? Good morning.
Hold on, guys. He's taking his blood pressure medication. Give him a second.
I don't think Mar has never not unmuted his mic. Although his hand is usually up.
Zach, he is taking blood pressure medication.
He might be. He might be. All right, we'll give Mar a minute. Oh, he might be busy too. He dropped down as a listener. We'll bring him up at some point when he's ready. We do have Caspa up here. Of course, we're talking about KRC-20 tokens. This one is sponsored by Dag Knight. By the way, guys, Dag Knight has a pinned post on their X page. You might want to check that out. You might want to give that a look. Pretty good opportunity there on that pinned post. And looks like you still have time on that as well. So definitely check that out and give Dag Knight obviously a follow here on X. Hop in their TG, all of that. I see 62 down in that bottom right. You guys already know what I'm going to say. Let's fire that up to 70. Let's get that up to 70. That's easy peasy. Come on. We can do it 100%. But Caspa, what's going on, man? What's happening with you guys? Obviously, the whole KRC-20 push is off and running. What's going on?
Hey, thank you for giving me the mic, man. What's good, everyone? Yeah, I just want to give congrats to Dag Knight, and I think you guys are moving great there. You're making great moves. And one thing that I want to emphasize, and one thing that I really like from your speech is that you want to put this, you want to emphasize that Caspa should be learned and is one thing that people should look at, not necessarily just take a look at all the coins and something like tokens and stuff, but just learning the blockchain and learning how things are done over there, because I think that's really, really important. And one thing that we've been trying to do here at Caspa is trying to educate people about the Caspa blockchain and how important that is, because obviously you take a look at it, the tokens, take a look at meme coins and whatever. But I think understanding the blockchain is really, really important, and I really like that from your speech. And yeah, again, congratulations. And every single thing that these altcoins are doing, like we are doing with Caspa, we're making moves on exchanges. You guys are moving as well, and every single move that we're doing helps the blockchain, right? It spreads the words to people, and I think that's really great. I really like that.
Good stuff, bro. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, give Caspa a follow too, guys. We're all about helping the entire ecosystem grow, and check them out, and appreciate you coming up. Warrior Marcus, I see you down there. You haven't had a chance to speak. You want to jump in? What's up, bro?
James, James, I see the goals and goals. GMT were actually Kaspa measures KRC-20 tokens. Yeah, I'm just here to listen on the alphas with people are sharing on. I'm currently working with many KRC tokens. Yeah, as their ambassador. I just want to learn a little bit from you guys here on the space.
Awesome, bro. Appreciate you. Paid. I know Mar had to drop down, but do you want to bring up? You want to be Mar for a minute? Do you want to be Mar and bring up some of his things that he's still waiting on? Mar is very bullish on Caspa, but he's upset about a few things, and maybe we got some people up here. We got Trav, we got Hover, we got some people who are passionate about the ecosystem. Hey, do you want to play Mar right now? Do you want to pose the questions that Mar would be posing right now?
Hey everybody, what's up?
Oh wait, hold on.
Good morning.
That was actually pretty good, bro. Oh wait, Mar's back. Hold on, we don't need you to do it. Actually, I want to hear that one more time, though. Actually, I want to hear.
First of all, they're a bunch of clowns. All right, Mar, I'm gonna take it like I'm awful.
This is for you guys new to the space. This is Paid doing a Mar impression. Mar's like he's an OG on the Crypto Breakfast Club. The dude's a great crypto investor too.
They're just a bunch of clowns, okay?
Mar, what's good, bro?
Yeah, man. Good morning to everyone. If I do wrong, let me know because I'm by the airport. First of all, I never spoken about Caspa. All these guys are lying. It's my emotional inside me, not myself. But six-figure holder on Caspa. I'm a six-figure holder. I'm proud of the holdings. I do got to tell you, I did build a portfolio for a friend of mine the other day, and I did put Kaspa on the put it on the high risk. I put it on the high risk. You know, when it comes to investing, you either got to be black or white. You can't lie to yourself. The one thing that I'm disappointed, which I wish someone could answer me here, is, you know, a lot of people got wrecked during the minting process. I don't blame it so much on Kaspa, where wallet was built in the flea market down here in one of the Miami ghetto cities. That's where they built that Opaloca. That's what my friends are saying they built it on. You know, it's just sad. It's just sad because everyone was waiting for the minting, and I'm not saying when it was delayed, it's okay. Shit gets delayed. It's just the way it performed, and a lot of the meme coins, a lot of these coins on Caspa are actually performing well, but people are under their investment. I mean, just to the fact that, you know, a lot of people don't. It's only 4 Caspas for minting, and they don't understand the math. They don't do the math. Where at the end they're like, "Holy shit! I paid $600 for minting." And I just want to know, like, what in the world is going on with that? Is it the miners getting paid? Is it Caspa just, you know, making sure the miners are getting paid and fuck the investors? Because people got wrecked with these high fees. And then we had a minting a few days ago with what was it, KDAO, and the network got congested again, and the fees were super high. And an individual that he's got to wait for this thing to hit like a $30 million market cap just to break even. And it sucks because he needs to break even, not because of what he pays for the coin. He's got to break even what he paid for all these high fees. And I just don't understand, like, one project, the network could get congested like that. I don't blame it too much on Caspa. I think it's more the issue with Caspa and these third parties, you know. That's just where I'm really pissed off, because a lot of people got wrecked, and not because of the project not performing good on the charts. It's because of the fees. And I know you guys will get your shit together. You know, Ethereum, Solana, you know, even Binance had their issues first. But the one thing that I'm super pissed off about is that, look, I know that it's decentralized. You guys depend on third parties building, but come on, man. Jonathan could have had a DEX ready for trading. We don't need to. A lot of these, my boys and people don't understand how to trade on a bot, and a lot of these guys are decentralized. They don't want to go into an exchange. These guys are hardcore. Like, I don't want to go into an exchange. I want to swap my shit on a decentralized exchange, and that's the one thing that I'm disappointed that was not released on time with the smart contracts. But just in case, you know, look, I'm not a tech guy, but I do have a friend that if Jonathan wants to get in contact with him, he could fork Caspa into an EVM chain, so you guys could have a DEX and be able to trade.
I think that was because there was like 15 million mints or something like that. It was absolutely insane. And obviously the mempool just, it was crazy. But as you say, these things get better with time and speed as well. And Caspa is about to be, in the near future, going to get 10x faster. So that should help with that side of things as well.
Yeah. Just, it's my concern that, you know, I know that Caspa did do something about refunds for people who pay like super high fees, but yeah, that's just so it's sad that people are like, oh man, if I didn't pay these high fees, I would have been up on my investment, you know, just like similar to sometimes with Ethereum, you know, somebody like paid, you know, he invests $20 on a project, he pays $80 gas. and you're behind your investment because of these gas fees. And it feels like, we're dealing with a third party, and that's what crypto was not supposed to deal with. The third party. That's all. The second, better said, the middle, the middle person. But yeah, I'm not a tech guy. I did meet Caspa through some really smart people, and I invested on Caspa. I take a chance, just like yourself, man. You gave us some Ethereum. I gave us some Bitcoins for Caspa, and people thought I was fucking crazy, But yeah, man. I just wish they'll get that decentralized DApp out as soon as possible.
Sorry to cut you off there, brother. There are two different projects working on something like that, which I would like to see soon as well myself, because, well, it's like the early days of like Ethereum, Solana, everything sort of has to be developed, and when it's such a complex network, it does take time, because all these EVMs, etc., they're all very similar in that regard, whereas, for example, with the exchanges for our integrations right now, I can't give exact times because of NDAs, but the integration process does take some time for us, unless they've already integrated Caspa. So I do believe that there are two different projects that are working on like the DEX side right now. So that should help you out and your friends in the future as well. There are people building it.
Yeah, because like I said, there's people that they don't give a shit about an exchange. They don't want to go in there. They're fully decentralized, and so they use the bot. I know you guys have a bot on the Telegram. It's pretty cool. It's pretty badass. But there's other people that don't understand it, and then there's people in the U.S. that it's hard for them to join certain exchange. And by the way, congratulations to the team that got Caspa listed in a U.S. exchange. That is big. That is big, because if the bull run hits tomorrow, I actually have a friend. He's a fucking painter. He does not understand crypto at all. He's got to go. He's got his Coinbase account or his Robinhood, and that's how he buys crypto. And he actually signed up to the U.S. exchange, and I got him to buy some Caspa there. That was a big move, because during the bull market, you want to have U.S. investors to get in, and these investors, they don't trust this what do you call those things to fake out the phone? I forgot. Help me out here, Pete. If you want to use an exchange and you need I forgot what I'll remember.
What did you say? Help me out, Pete.
What do you say? What are you talking about, Mark? VPN?
VPN, right. If an investor wants to come in with $1 million or $100,000, they don't want to depend on a VPN to buy Caspa through an exchange. What if the VPN starts working? But that was a big move from you guys, investing, listing Caspa on a U.S. exchange where you could, buy with a debit card, link it to your bank account, send $1 million in there, boom, buy some Caspa. That was big, and everyone here in the audience always hear me. If you want your project to go massive during the bull run, you got to get into a U.S. exchange. So congratulations on that, and I was shocked when I saw that. I was like, "Holy shit, this is great for Caspa."
Hell yeah! We do have a couple people wanting to step in and grab the mic. We're going to go right down to you guys here in just a second. I want to go to Mr. J here in a minute, and IVJ. But real quick, guys, just look down there. We're at 72. New goal. We got to get to 100. I want that thing to say 100 down there at the bottom right. So share the room, drop some comments here. Give us your thoughts on Caspa, the ecosystem, things you're liking. Definitely drop some things there. And then I want to see 100 on that thing. Trav, you got something real quick, and then we'll go down to these other couple guys.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for hosting. Thank you for listening. I'm gonna leave you with John now on the Dag Knight Dog account if anyone has any additional questions, but I do have to head out. So if you have anything, please direct it to John, and I'll talk to you later, Zach. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much.
100%, bro. Appreciate you. Mr. J and then IVJ. Mr. J, go ahead. Mr. Joel.
GM,
Yes. What's up?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I just saw your space. I just have to jump in because I heard the word of Caspa. A friend introduced me to the ecosystem, which I had. It's a nice ecosystem. You guys are really doing good, but the little challenge I'm finding difficult on the ecosystem is finding it hard to navigate on it on the TL. There's not much people talking about it on the TL, which I find it difficult, to go really deep on it about Caspa. You understand? So I just want you to, maybe you could help me with like some people I can follow, I can connect with, so I can know more about the ecosystem, get onboarded, and be fully committed into the ecosystem called Caspa. It's a nice ecosystem, so I would love to be part of it. So I just want to know more. But I find it difficult, to get people on it. Like people get connected to people on it on the TL. We just saw scars on the TL, which I know there is no hype on it yet, and it definitely is going to come. So I just want to be there before the hype, buzz out. So just trying to look for people I can connect with. If you can help me with that, it would be really nice. Thanks.
Thank you for that. I had a little hard time hearing. My phone was cutting in and out too. Toba, did you catch that? I saw you reacting. I don't know if you want to jump in there.
Oh yeah, it was talking about was finding a hard time, adopting the Caspa ecosystem because there's not much information on its TL. So I think the solution should probably follow everybody speaking on this space, then like, retweet everything Caspa, set stickers on Caspa, and probably your TL is going to synchronize with the Caspa's ecosystem. Because right now, my TL is basically full of Caspa stuff, full of Cas tokens, full of Cas memes, full of Cas chats, So I think you should just engage with everything Caspa, and with time, your TL is going to synchronize with it.
I got it now. I got it now. Yeah. Okay. TL timeline. That's what I couldn't gather. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, bro. Definitely just follow Mar, follow Hover for sure. Travelod, who just left, follow that account. And over time, yeah, the X algorithm will sync up, and I would just go right to Caspa's X page too and follow all the people they follow, and you'll find a lot of the meme coins that way too. So hopefully that helps. IVJ, go ahead.
So hello everybody. Hello everyone. So my question today is, I've been following up on Caspa, especially mostly Dag Knight Dog. So I'm kind of like one of the community members, and I'm very strong on shilling Dag Knight Dog and shilling tweets on Dag Knight Dog and Caspa. So now my question is, what community outreach programs do you have in place for the community, like to make them feel like appreciated for like shilling tweets and giving awareness about Dag Knight Dog and Caspa? And what community events, like future events or events that are coming up in a month or a year, what events do you have set up and activities that you plan to reward the community contribution to Caspa network? So that's my question.
I'll turn it over to Dag Knight. Did you catch that?
Yeah, he's asking about community contributions and how basically the team will be able to repay you. It's kind of the gist that I got. For us, we are working day in, day out, waking up early, staying up late, making these moves, getting listed on exchanges, getting out into everywhere that we can, whether it's billboards, whether it's things of that nature. So to me, I see it more as a long-term teamwork. We launched by giving out, I want to say it's about 11% of the supply in airdrops, which last I did the math, total airdrops are worth about $1.2 million. So as of this moment, there's not really any sort of further airdrops or any type of hard planned community events. For us, the main focus is to make sure that any decision on the team or any decision that's made for the future of the project is made with the community's best interest in mind. So if you reflect and look back, the airdrops were one of them. The burns have been one of them. Today, we have a sponsored space with Lavendi doing a poker night where we're giving away some tokens. We've also done a few giveaways for raids. So if you stay active in the Telegram and keep an eye on those, we're basically rewarding our raiders with tokens as well. So there's a couple different ways to get involved, but in regards to like a hard planned community event, nothing of that nature on the books just yet. So yeah, that kind of answers your question there.
Sure. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Good stuff. And by the way, if you guys are watching the live stream, well, you could see it. But if you're not, I'm taking a look at Dog K right now on the L-Bank chart and up 23% today. So love to see that. Nice green candle painting today. Just got to let you know. So Dag Knight, definitely show them some love, guys. Hop on their X page, follow them. Hop into their Telegram if you have not already, and get into that giveaway opportunity, right? That's a huge opportunity there. And keep sharing the room, guys. We're almost at 100. We need 19 more. What is that? Are those just comments down there? I don't even know what the hell that is. I just want that 81 to turn to 100. I know that's good. I know that's a good thing. Is that just like comments, or I don't even know? Is that retweets too? I just know when number goes up, that's good.
God, those are comments, Zach.
Okay. We need 100 comments, guys. We need 100 comments on that space.
Okay? I didn't even know what we needed.
Yes, we need it. Let's see here. Who do we have still up here? Let's roll back over to Hover. Hover, you got anything, man? Anything else on your mind, just in general with Kaspa, the KRC-20 space, and anything like that?
No, not so much. I just want to speak when there's a question or something that needs to be answered. I'm ready, but nothing in my mind right now.
All right, cool. Let's go down to Warrior. Go ahead, Warrior.
I just hear something on the jump room. You can just see we are on our meme contest. Shasha on KRC-20. Actually, we are doing good. You can do well to join the meme contest. Make your entries. Meme contest will be ending tomorrow. Thank you.
Appreciate that, bro. We got a new speaker up here. Mar, you got something?
Yeah, Zach. Because I want the audience to understand me a little bit, my frustration, okay? And whole Caspa, I'm not selling my Caspa. I think this thing is going to go nuts. But the one issue I have, and this is towards the space and Caspa, it's like, okay, we built a blockchain, right? We are decentralized. But why do we have to, our only entrance towards a token is through centralized on an exchange? If we are building a blockchain that took years, or any other blockchain, and we're saying this is truly centralized, but now we got to depend on exchanges to buy our token, and we don't have a decentralized app ready to go with this chain, even if it's a third party or coming from the original devs. You know, that's the one issue I have sometimes in this space, and people argue, oh, we're decentralized. This is truly decentralized, but then the only way to get through it is through an exchange. You know, it's like these wars of decentralized, centralized, but at the end we have to depend on the exchange, and that's my main issue with why not. You know, they should have had this DApp ready to go with smart contracts. That's just my opinion. That's why I'm so strong about it. You know.
I will go after Dag Knight Dog, then I can answer this.
Yeah, so I'd like to hop in just real quick. You know, you look at something like Solana that has Radium, Jupiter. You look at something that like ETH that has Uniswap. You're talking about ecosystems that have existed for a really long time that do have these decentralized apps that I would be willing to bet for everyone in this room, we're familiar with it, we know how to use it, we're ready to go. You look at something like Caspa that is early on in its development when it comes to dApps and DEXs and things of that nature. It's just, a little bit too early. The true exposure isn't there to have these decentralized platforms like you're talking about, Mar. For us, when you start talking about centralized exchanges, really what that comes down to is, say your mom's brother's uncle. That dude's probably not going to download a KRC-20 wallet or start messing with Telegram bots, but he does know how to go download and an exchange off the App Store, or have an app where he feels super comfortable and it basically holds his hand. So I completely agree with you. The entire reason this whole DeFi space is here is for these decentralized platforms and user experience. Your keys, your tokens. I'm a complete advocate of that. But there is a true use case and power, I think, in being able to leverage these bigger platforms just to reach bigger audiences. Over, what you got?
No, real quick, you're 100% right on that. I truly believe you got to be on both. It's just, I'm truly decentralized, so I want to see my baby running, on these dApps first, then the exchanges, But look, just like the story I said earlier, I have a friend, you guys finally got listed on a U.S. exchange. What's the first thing he did? Put some money and bought some Caspa on the U.S. exchange, because he will not deal with like a Mexi that's, you can't use in the U.S. He doesn't want his money there. And he's not decentralized at all. He doesn't care about those dApps. He wants it on a U.S. exchange. And that's how he was able to buy Caspa a few weeks ago.
I want to get over to Hover too on this. Hover, I'll give you the mic here in just a sec, but a quick shout out to one of our sponsors down there as a listener. That is Azumi. Azumi's down there as a listener, guys. They are a sponsor with us right now for a month. So shout out to them. Give them some love. Make sure you follow their account right there. But Hover, go ahead.
If we want to implement smart contracts, it will take a week. But the current smart contract system today is not perfect. And that's because we want to make a myth-resistance smart contract system. Smart contracts today right now is, if I make a smart contract system, bots can see in the mempool my idea. And they can steal my idea because they look at the mempool. So what they want to do is find a myth-resistant smart contract system and implement it into the BlockDAG. And that's why we can't have we don't want to have smart contracts today. And if we want to have smart contracts and move to 10 blocks per second, move to Dag Knight, it will cost extra work. So we just want to keep things simple. Thank you.
It's good stuff. DeFi got their hand up there, and then we brought up C4 or Carlos. I want to get to him as well. DeFi, welcome to the room. Do you got something to add to this? Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask a question. It's not my first time hearing about Caspa. So I have this question on mining. I have interest in mining Caspa, but I don't know where to mine it. Do I mine it on my laptop or my phone? How do I go about it? And I just need some education basis on it.
Man, I wish Larry was still up here because he'd be the best to answer that. Hover might be able to help you out though.
The best thing you can do is go to YouTube, go to and search for Caspa Silver, and go to his playlist. He explains everything very simply. He shows you how to do it, how to run the node. He explains it and show you in plain English.
Caspa Silver, right?
Yes.
Perfect. There you go, DeFi. Carlos, I want to get to you, and then I see Warrior.
Like I said, Caspa Silver. Is that like an underscore there, or just straight?
Straight Caspa Silver. And
all right,
all he does is educating.
All right, thank you.
Perfect, love it. Carlos, go ahead, bro.
Hi, everyone. I just want to clarify something here about.
Hey, man, your mic. It sounds like you're really far away. You could try again here. I just want to make sure because we couldn't hear you there.
You guys, just the earphones. Can you hear me well?
It's not great.
Yeah, let me just try and I'll come back.
It sounds like you're in an empty room.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'll just swap the earphones and be back.
Okay, cool. In the meantime, Warrior, go ahead.
So, someone is asking about Caspa. Actually, you are not mining Caspa now. Caspa is already launched. So, the best thing to do is that if you want to open the wallet for Caspa, just use the Telegram or just go to at Caspa Currency, type at Caspa Currency and follow the main handle on X. At Caspa Currency, you can see the handle on X. So do well and open their wallet. You can fund your wallet, then start buying some other tokens on the Caspa blockchain. Yeah, just go to any exchange, centralized exchange, where you can swap some USDT or USDC to CAS. CAS is already listed on many exchanges out there. So you can swap some tokens to, let me say, CAS. Then you can use it to buy other tokens on the blockchain. It's just very simple. Just the way Ton started with wallet only on Telegram, but now they have Tonkeeper, they have the rest and other things. So that's just Caspa. You can use, let me say, Caspa extension wallet. You can use Casplex. There are many wallets for Caspa. So I think it's over-access, right? So you can do your diligence and just go and open their wallet or the Telegram wallet, both at Caspa bot. You can open the wallet. There are 10 wallets. You can choose one among them and open, or you can open more than one. Yeah.
Somebody just sent me something too in some comments. Apparently, tactical investing put out a video where you can actually mine Caspa with your phone as well. I'm showing it on the live stream. Let me see if I can pin this up top here. Hold on one sec. I got a ton of ats here, so let me see if I can find. Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to pin that. That's the person who pinned, who commented on the. Geez, oh man, you'll find it. Just go to that up there up top, and it'll pull down a drop down menu, and then you'll see that they're commenting to a post they made in September from Tactical Investing. You might want to check that out too if somebody's interested. That was hard to spit out. Carlos, what's up, man?
Hey, you hear me well now?
It's a little better, but you still sound like you're underwater.
I can do any better now. So I just wanted to say something really quick, if everyone can hear me.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Okay, so basically, I was listening to the space because I've been in the Caspa ecosystem for quite a long time, and I just want to let everybody something that we are so early into the ecosystem, and I understand the frustration on everyone trying to access Kaspa tokens and the KRC-20s and everything, but we are far from what we are used to have, like in Ethereum or Solana and all of those, and that's just a sign of how early we are in the ecosystem. So basically, to have an access that paying a credit card and get Caspa straight to your wallet, it will take quite a bit of time, because first we have to have more developed web wallets and more developed browsers and websites that would allow us to do all these type of trades. So just so everyone knows, the Casplex team will be releasing soon an update that will allow for atomic swaps, and then the Casper bot team has confirmed that their wallet will be on testnet by next week or the week after, and then together with the release of the Casplex atomic swaps, we will be able to start playing out with the atomic swaps on the Casper website. Meaning that we're going to kind of have like a pseudo DEX within the next few weeks. And hopefully that will just open up the door for people that don't want to use the bot. And from then on, all we need is to have these web wallets to integrate with payment processors that will allow people to just purchase Caspa straight from their credit cards. I know it's a bit frustrating right now, but it will be soon. That's all I wanted to say.
Appreciate that, bro. We got a new speaker up here, Kevin Riley. What's going on, Kev? What's happening, man?
Hey, I just jumped on and looked at one of the exchanges, and you see that that moon thing is like up 100 and something percent. It's like, did you see that?
Yeah, like Moon Dang or yeah. It's crazy, bro.
Do you know what you're about?
I heard about it. Yeah. I just kind of missed the boat on it. So anytime I miss the boat, I usually don't try to chase it. But yeah, man, it's moving.
Yeah, I missed the boat too, but yeah, I learned not to chase from you. But that's really, I just seen that, and I just like I almost come to see, you know, seeing that one's fucking crazy. I was like, damn it.
Hey, you know what though? The beautiful thing about crypto is there's always another one. You know?
Oh yeah, appreciate you guys. I just wanted to say what's up and tell Pay that he's still an ass and we love him. No.
Oh, well, you guys can duke it out. I mean, he can unmute if he wants to. Look, he's scared, bro.
Listen, I will defer my time. As the gentleman that I am, I will defer my time back to Kevin. Kevin to say what he wants.
No, I just want to say thank you guys. Everybody, thanks. I'm going to drop back down. I just wanted to mention that and say what's up. It's been a minute. My dad was in the hospital. He just got out yesterday. He had triple bypass surgery, so that's why I kind of been MIA. But, yeah, no, you guys, thank you for what you do, and I'm going to drop back down, let someone else talk. So
hopefully he's back home and recovering, man. We appreciate you, man. And I'll say a prayer for your pops.
Thank you.
Guys, if you haven't already, we got 107 down there. All right, new goal, 150. Drop those comments, fire it up. If you guys haven't already, follow Dag Knight Dog. They are up here as a speaker. Definitely check them out. I'm a KOL with them, and we had Trav in here earlier talking about it, talking about the whole KRC-20 token space. We're coming up on the top of the hour. We run this space till about 11:30. Guys, don't be shy. Come on up here. We need some new speakers. We need to freshen the space up a little bit. Come on. Come on up here. Don't be afraid. I see a bunch of Caspa people down there. Let's go. Come on up here. Join us. And let's keep this conversation rolling. Anybody up here have something? Go ahead, over.
So I was just pressing the button because I was bored.
I feel you, bro. Caspi, do you have anything? We only heard from you for a little bit there. Casper, you got anything else to add just about the, maybe some of the things Mar was mentioning and kind of, early stages here, working out some of the kinks? Oh, they dropped down, huh? They didn't want any part of that. They're coming back. We'll go to them, and then I think, Larry's back up here now too. Caspi, I don't know if you heard that. Go ahead, though, if you did.
I'm sorry, I lost you there for a second. If you can just repeat that.
Yeah, just some of the concerns that Mar had brought up. I mean, it's early stages, obviously, but I guess not even concerns, just frustrations, I guess, right now, with having to go to centralized exchanges and that sort of thing.
I just think it's necessary at the moment. I mean, you just think about the use of ease and I know friends that they use wallets like MetaMask and they just lost all their coins and all their tokens. And I think for the end user, to just go ahead and buy Caspa and get into it, I think it's just as simple as going to an exchange. And I think someone mentioned earlier that CoinEx doesn't require a KRC, which it doesn't. And it's just so simple. You go on there, you put your email in, you go on the exchange, and you buy Caspa, and you're into the Caspa ecosystem. It's just like that. It's simple, right? And I get it why a DEX would be for someone that's really into crypto and really into the stuff and be like, yeah, we need that. I think this is the way that it should be. And I kind of agree with it. But for the end user and just to get new people into the Caspa ecosystem and just get people in it, I think it's just the simplest way to do it, man. I think just having a centralized exchange is necessary. And that's about, I mean, it's a necessary evil, so to speak, right?
For sure. Yeah. Larry might be able to speak to that too. He looks like he wants to jump in.
Yeah. Well, I had to jump off to do some talking with one of our partners, but one of our partners is very interested. We're going to create some SaaS and some interoperability capabilities to try to bring Caspa on to PodChain. So recently, my home protocol, HashAI, has had a partnership with PodChain, and PodChain is known for being a layer 0 interoperability and being chain agnostic, token agnostic. And, Hash AI has a huge amount of miners through myself and the team where we mine Caspa. So we've been listening and we've been kind of talking, and we're going to start working actively together through my lab at MetaTrust as well to provide some solutions on bringing Caspa on board to Podchain to give you all the advantages of a centralized exchange without all the flaws, right? So I've been listening. I got into a quick huddle and a talk with the guys at Podchain. Some of my my Rust engineers at MetaTrust. So we're going to try to come up with a way to work with Caspa Foundation, but also Podchain. We're going to come up with some interoperability solutions of making Caspa more viable. I'm excited to proliferate it because I'm a miner myself, and I'm pretty Caspa heavy, as many of you know. So I just want to let you know you're here first here on Zach's Caspa Megaspace for Crypto Breakfast Club. We're going to provide not just a speculation or some little stopgap things. We're going to try to help provide a viable solution through development and through both tangible assets and also on SaaS. So we look forward to updating you more on that, Zach, and everyone here for this mega space.
Appreciate that, bro. Sassy, we haven't heard from you yet, man. What's up? What the?
My man.
Sassy, were you like sitting underneath a waterfall?
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of talk about this DeFi and Web3, and I actually think that we don't. I didn't thought that we need to talk about this, but Caspa became mainstream, and now we have to compete with all the other products. But when Bitcoin came out, like the only mission Jonathan had was to make proof of work faster, while everybody else was, okay, let's make this DeFi smart contract platform, and that's why we are so late. That's why Caspa came so late. It came like 2021. And now, when Caspa was in the early days, all we think about, yes, man, money, peer-to-peer cash. I can, from my cold wallet, send Caspa to you and you will receive it in 1 second. And now when we came up to the big guys, and all the big guys have this DeFi stuff and smart contracts, and we don't have it. And that's because, like, we want to be money. We don't want to be this DeFi. But we found out that we can actually do DeFi while keep our native like as being money. So I feel like you're forced to make this DeFi, because right now I'm talking to crypto mainstream guys, like crypto proof of stake guys that are used to proof of stake and they are used to DeFi smart contracts, while Caspa just want to like go back to the roots of crypto, just proof of work and being money. So we are kind of in a dilemma, I think.
That's actually a really good point. You know, I mean, because we're seeing it with Bitcoin too, right? With ordinals, and I mean their whole what's the word I'm looking for? They had a huge presence at this year's Bitcoin Nashville conference. You know, and it was met with some resistance from some of the OG Bitcoin maxis who are like, hey, we don't need this stuff. This is all phony baloney. We're proof of work. That's actually a really good point. I mean, is it necessary? I mean, do you need DeFi on a Caspa, on a Bitcoin? I mean, that's actually a really good question.
Yeah. When I talk with Bitcoiners, it's all about Bitcoiners saying Bitcoin was the first, and you cannot create digital scarcity, and it doesn't matter, every coin has no value. And when I talk to you guys who is like open-minded, I have to come up with new arguments, some different arguments. So we just have to agree that we can't agree.
It's an interesting question. It is kind of a dilemma too. I mean, you're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place, because that's kind of that's kind of the flavor of the month right now. It's like, hey, you know, get DeFi even if you're proof of work. But I get it from the other side too. It's like, hey, we're different for a reason, for sure. Dag Knight, do you have anything on that point? Or if anybody else wants to jump in?
Well, I would say that having the choice is amazing. You know, we're not stuck like we were, you know, with Caspa being the evolutionary successor to Bitcoin, both mathematically and logically. You know, the ability to have a choice is amazing. You know, those are all growing pains, but having the choice is better than not having the choice. You know, I feel like so. As a Bitcoin purist and as a Caspa purist, I, you know, subscribing to Jonathan's main principles and have been around for a long time, you know, following, you know, just all sorts of POWs. But, you know, again, I always have to say that Caspa has nothing to prove to purists or to new acolytes because it's improved Rust as a whole. You know, people talked about Solana or people talk about all the other chains or tokens built on Rust, but as making Rust better has come from the evolution of Caspa, right? So I think that both academic and egotistical and also, you know, pride but again, you have the right to choose. That's a huge thing, right? And it's not going to have the huge amount of handicap that Bitcoin had before because a lot of the technology has caught up. So now it's just a matter of time. So like when you have tokens like Dag Knight Dog, all the other tokens that are coming, there'd be a cat token, I'm sure for sure, Caspa looks like. I think Caspa is going to evolve along with the cusp of the demands of the consumer market and also POW miners and everyone else in between. Like, you know, being listed on CMC and all of those things are a natural progression, right? So I think that waiting and seeing and sharing and providing the solutions together for the demands and the needs of the market are going to be critical in proliferation. You know, it's not going to have. That's the beautiful thing about Caspa. You look at the price; you're very early. Not giving any financial advice, but it's not going to have the 10+ years of hurdles or culmination of struggles that like Bitcoin had. So yeah, just talking to what Hover was talking about, yeah, like people make the comparisons to Bitcoin, but it's different too because the logistics, the conditions and the environment that we're living in, providing you know, the growth of Caspa. Like, you know, Zach, you said, yeah, you got it when it was nothing. It was almost dust, right? And now it's mainstream, like Hover said. So all of it is good input, right? Regardless of what the OGs and the Maxis say and what new adoptees will say, right? If the demands are there, I guess, you know, it's all good because it's all eyes on Caspa, right? And for me, as a POW guy, as a miner, I like all of the exposure because it makes adaptation of CAS and proliferation better, right? So, yeah, let's say my piece.
Over, you got something or you just unmuted?
Yeah, I got something. We have this Web3 and I believe something completely different. So many of you will disagree. We have this Web3 we can actually adopt and the world can adopt it. And all of you think that, okay, we have this Web3 and it's on development and we just have to adopt it. But I believe that the Web3 we have today is centralized and not perfect. And some of you believe it is. So I believe that we can make it perfect with Caspa. And many of you believe that it's already perfect. We can just like develop more with it and get it adopted. So this is also like a challenge and many conversations and arguments will come, but at the end only time can tell the difference. Only time can tell who wins. So I just want to like have something up because I know Payne, you can disagree okay, and you can tell me, no, Cardano will have the best Web3, and I can tell, no, Caspa will eventually get the best Web3. So I just want to like have some of you people that believe that the current Web3 system is better than what Caspa will make. I just want this to happen right now.
That's good stuff. Yeah, we got about 20 minutes left in the space. So make sure you guys are sharing the room. Larry, I'm going to go right back to you. Just heads up. We'll go to Carlos, and then I want to get tactical investing in here too. He found our space just because somebody had mentioned him, and he looks like he could bring some great conversation to the table here too. Carlos, go ahead though. You were waiting there for a minute.
Yeah, I just wanted to go back to the DeFi conversation about why does Caspa need DeFi. So basically, the way I see it is that compared to other blockchains that we have around there, Caspa is a proof of work. So basically, as hash rate goes up, the more decentralized it gets, and the more censorship resistant it will be. So basically, at the end of the day, we will not rely on some Amazon Web Services or Azure to run the system and to run a proper financial system. I mean, Caspa is already doing what it has to do, which is to be a currency, and that's why it's considered right now, and that's why it will make a big difference. I mean, at the end of the day, you have Solana, you have Ethereum, and you have all these rest of chains that, for whatever reason, somebody can put some censorship on top of it, and that's why I think Caspa can just lead the way, because nobody will be able to do anything to it the same way it happens with Bitcoin.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's good stuff. Let's bring up tactical investing. Somebody referenced actually your how to mine Caspa on the phone, but we're getting into all kind of stuff, man. KRC-20 is DeFi needed on Caspa. Feel free to jump in, guys, and give them a follow and just fill us in, man. Where do you sit on all of these big questions surrounding Caspa right now?
Hey, what's up, Zach? Great to see a lot of recognizable faces here in this space. I think the last week and a half, I think the new wallets created kind of speak for themselves. There's been a lot of new attention on Caspa. I think a lot of people always thought of it as, only like a layer one, but because of the cycle that we're in and the category that's done really well in the cycle being meme coins, all of a sudden people are like, wait, there's meme coins on Caspa. And then they look and they say, wait, some of these have done, 200x, 255x. Dag Knight Dog here at Caspa, both projects have done insane returns from initial launches. And it's not the same type of issues that you have with Pump.Fun or Solana meme coins where 99.9% of them are rugs. I think people are starting to find some kind of, I don't know the right word, but there's a level of confidence kind of within KRC-20 launches because of there's very, very few bad actors. And so people are seeing this. And I think that's why we've seen, the number of wallet addresses skyrocket because there's nothing better in crypto when you can have, nothing is safe, but when you have a safer alternative in a category that's done extremely well, on top of a BlockDAG that's extremely fast with very low fees, it's like a perfect storm. And that's why I think we saw such a dramatic increase in trading. We saw transaction fees. I made a post about this yesterday. Transactions on Caspa have surpassed transactions on Ethereum over the last 3 days. It's like 5 times more transactions. So it's actually kind of insane looking at all that. And that's just from the KRC-20 perspective. I think from the mining perspective, those who are mining Caspa obviously have enjoyed the last couple of days. They also enjoyed the initial launch back in September and a little bit back in, in August for the beta launch. So miners are obviously pretty happy. KRC-20 projects are pretty happy. Those who have gotten in those KRC-20 projects are pretty happy. And then I think there's still a lot more to come with where we are. This is still extremely early. And I think in a lot of ways, what we're seeing now with Caspa, and it may not be the best kind of, comparison, but when I guess 2020, 2021, when Solana had its first major breakout and everyone was getting involved in Solana and trying to get involved in Solana and everyone was super hyped and excited about it, I think we saw a very small iteration of that with the KRC-20 on Caspa as people are getting really, really excited about it and seeing all the potential that can come from it. And I think that's going to be a foreshadowing of what's to come. I didn't catch the DeFi portion. I think DeFi on Caspa is going to be huge. I think once we see stable coins really integrated, it's going to be a no-brainer for a lot of people to be able to bridge over. I mean, when you look at the DeFi on, for example, Base, what we saw with Base and Aerodrome Finance, an insane growth in just a short period of time. And I think we're going to possibly see something very similar with Caspa once it's available and offered. And I think it's just going to be, one thing that people love about Base is low fees. And I think we're going to see a lot of DeFi applications bridge over and include Caspa because they're not going to want to miss out on the liquidity and the revenue that they can derive from that. So I'm all around excited. I've been in Caspa. This is my first time actually meeting you, Zach, from Spaces or other, but it's always great to connect with other individuals, YouTubers, influencers in this space. I guess you've been in Caspa a long time. I've been in Caspa for a long time. It's been a long time coming, and there's still a lot more to come.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, this is amazing how things kind of happen too. Like somebody commented on there, and then all of a sudden, things just kind of materialize and come together. Larry, go ahead. Please jump in, man.
Yeah. So a little bit on tactical investing. He represented us in karate combat. He's not just a scholar; he's a warrior. So I acknowledge that because he got his hands, man, and he represented Hash AI. So proud. But beyond that, he's a very smart guy and makes very analytical analysis. And since we're talking about alpha and whatnot, MetaTrust has circumvented, Uniswap, and now we're doing Unichain. Talking about Unichain and Kraken's new chain, look for Caspa to be, one of the main tokens rather than alternative foundational commodity. And it's because both of these new chains are making a huge focus on, besides the stable pools like Tactical was talking about, but also easy ingress and digress on POW assets. That's what you should expect on these new chains because, like he was talking about base, fees will be low, etc., and interoperability will be good. But I was just talking about PodChain as well. We're really in the work to try to make it more accessible. And again, I think it's beautiful because the choice is there. And like Hover had alluded to, Jonathan's work on Caspa itself, mathematically at the kernel level and on the logic level, it is very perfect. But as like Tactical and myself had alluded to earlier, and as you as well, Zach, is that adaptation is happening faster than people would even let on to, because and that's the thing is Caspa is, if we look at the hyper deflationary mechanisms of like Bitcoin, and the somewhat, or it was hyper deflationary, qualities of Ethereum, Caspa's coming in at the right time. And we can look at even like Litecoin bouncing back up, but this is about Caspa right now. But Caspa does have a hyper deflationary mechanism built into its math and logic. If you read like all of Jonathan's academic papers, even when he was working at Ethereum Foundation, he was trying to address the long-term issues that Ethereum couldn't. And it's as far as mathematics is concerned, supply, buy pressure, sell pressure, it is the most well-balanced of the existing POW assets. So I just wanted to kind of...
How did he work on Ethereum Foundation? I just want to know how you understood the story.
I think I believe that he was contributing to Ethereum Foundation.
No, he didn't.
What?
He didn't.
On the ghost paper?
No, it was not. The story was not that. Jonathan and Aviv Zohar found Bitcoin. They said, okay, this is nice. Can we make it faster without sacrificing security and decentralization? They made Ghost protocol. They released it to the world, and Ethereum found it and used it. He had nothing to do with Ethereum.
No, I mean, that's what I was saying. He contributed to Ethereum Foundation's success through his logic, not himself being a member.
Because he said that he was.
No. I didn't say. I never have. I said that the last time too when you and I talked. He wasn't a member, but his logic contributed to the corrections on many of the laws. Yeah, so I'm just reiterating that. So, but I just wanted to make sure that to let everyone know that the choices are available and that we're moving forward. So, and I just wanted to say hello to Tactical too, because he's was a part of our cooperation, at Hash. So it's good to see him in here. So
I appreciate it, Larry. I think come a long way since the first fight. We may have a few more fights in the future, but I really enjoyed working with you guys. I think you guys have some really exciting stuff happening. That was one of the reasons I want to partner up. So, a lot of you guys I don't know may or may not know about Hash AI. If you don't know about Hash AI, I definitely recommend that you go check them out for sure. Appreciate the shout out there, Larry.
When my labrum is healed, I talk to Action and I talk to Dreamer. I'm going to fight myself.
Hey, there you go.
When my labrum gets healed up, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to throw hands myself.
Nice.
100%. Yep. So
let's go. Mar, what's up, bro?
Yeah, I just I wanted, because Tactical was talking about low fees. I just wanted to come up with an issue that Caspa is having. Even with the last minting of KDAO, people are down on their investment due to those high fees that they had to pay. Is it an issue with Caspa, or is it an issue with the third-party dApps that the gas fees are ridiculous? Because people are, it's one Caspa to mint, but there's a lot of people that average up to 5 Caspas for 10,000 mints, and they're really bad at math. They're new investors, or even investors like myself. I'm like, oh, this is cheap. But when you actually start minting $1 million, you realize you just paid $300 for this mint. And is Caspa working on that? Because the last time I read about Casware, they said that they were getting together with the Caspa developers, to make sure this thing, gets better. And work together. Are they on top of that? Because I would have thought that they already had fixed it since the last mint 2-3 months ago, when minting went live.
I don't know if Tactical wants to take that, but Carlos has his hand up. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, basically the problem with the fees is it's down to how the proof of work works, and also the reason why the KRC-20 minting was suspended the last time, it was because of the issue with the fees working on the network. So basically they stopped the minting and they fixed the code in order to implement something called replace by fee. So basically, this implementation, what it did was change the way that the transactions go through and give preference, give priority to those that pay higher fees. Just because Caspa only does 1 block per second, and you can fit in each block between 300 and 400 transactions max, then there is a war of fees on who pays the most fees to mint at that same time. Another problem is the Caspa wallet itself. It was not really well at doing so, and that's why many people was even minting using the Caspa bot. I was minting using the Caspa bot on Telegram, and I was able to mint Nacho, for example, a fifth of the fees that were on the network, or the ones that were shown. So
that's my issue. It's like, I know the bot because I got people that use the bot. That's my issue, man. That's where, like, why not just like, you know what, Casper, fuck you. We're not releasing shit until you get the shit right. Why not that way? When Because at the end of the day, it's going to stain Kaspa. Even though it's not Kaspa's fault, I got a lot of people like, oh, man, Kaspa, look at this shit. You know, even though it's Kaspa's fault, because I feel like that was actually made in the flea market down here in Opaloka, Dade County, Miami, you know?
Not Opaloka.
Yeah. It's why not just fuck it? Kaspa's taking years to build. And I believe in him. If not, I wouldn't have a 6-figure investment on it. But why not just stop them and say, no, we're not releasing this until shit is right. You get what I'm saying? And there's people that got wrecked. And not from the price of the mint, from the gas fees. You know, they just didn't understand it. They thought, oh, Caspa's worth 17 cents. Oh, 5 of them, no problem. Then when they did the math, holy shit, I paid $300, $400, $500. I know that Caspa did something about the refunds and stuff like that. But where I'm also a little bit disappointed too, and I'm speaking for the people, you know, I hate seeing people get wrecked, and not through the chart because the project is doing great, through these gas fees. It's K-Tao, you know. K-Tao also had an issue. There were some people paid 6 Kaspas per mint, per 10,000 man. They're wrecked. They're behind. They're under the investment right now, you know. And it's something that I would love for Kaspa to come out and say, you know what, we're not doing this. Get the shit right.
Yeah, real quick. They got really big backlash back in the day. Yeah, let's just finish the Casper wallet got a really backlash back in the day when they really basically messed it up. Even one of the core developers of Caspa said, like, don't use this anymore. And we pretty much the people that were using, we were using them, but basically to mint. So lucky enough, from next week or so, Casper bot will release a Chrome wallet, a web wallet. So you're gonna be able to use that extension, and I'm sure the guys are pushing it like really fast. Their bot is working amazingly, and I'm looking forward for them to release the wallet, let's say on mainnet, maybe in a couple of weeks or 3. I'm not using Casper wallet. I don't want to use that. I know the code was shite back in the day, and who knows what else. And also, the Casplex team, the people that developed all these indexer for KRC-20, they're also developing a web wallet. So we're going to be able to just like discard Casper and then be able to use either the Casplex wallet that the guys that build the indexer are going to release, or the Casper web wallet that they have already. They'll be putting it live next week on TN10, and then we'll have more options. That's the problem with being so early in this ecosystem, is that there are not that many options, and there are no big VCs behind funding all these projects, or funding wallets, or funding DeFi projects, or funding. There's nothing. People is just doing it for the sake of the Caspa ecosystem.
Yeah, why don't you get involved with Larry, man? He offered that he could actually fix it through Beta Trust, and I've heard good things, man. Just so we could get this going, you know, much better, more efficient.
Did someone else have anything to say with us? With this? Oh, can I?
Thank God it's Friday. Everyone, let's have a peaceful talk about Caspa. You know what? Caspa is experiencing great success. But thanks, Mar. I mean, our hands are out. I've had them out. If Caspa Foundation on Caspa works.
The thing is, Larry, I'm a little bit emotional with Caspa because I love Caspa. If not, I wouldn't have told my friend to buy it on the US exchange the other day. If not, I did a portfolio yesterday. The first thing I told him, Caspa. So when you love something and you think it's going to be amazing, not great, amazing, you get emotional when things don't work out, which at the end is not even so much their fault. It's these third parties that just, let's build on Caspa. We're going to do great at it because it's Caspa, and not build something great, you know?
I totally feel that way like you, because I have family members that were trying to, you know, when you were talking about minting wallet, they were online with me listening in, trying to mint, you know, extra, and they had some issues, right? So I mean, it's just, you know, I'm just a friendly hand is out here. We have a really big development lab to specialize for us in a lot of the alternative, you know, programming languages. it's just a handout if you guys need it. I know you guys don't because you have lots of experts, but it's out here. So, and
Larry, if you need someone to hold your hand, just say that, okay, bro? We got you. Don't worry.
You can hold my pocket page.
And Larry, listen, Larry, I know one of the smartest people I met in these spaces. He doesn't get on that much. I'm not going to name, but that guy's super, super smart. He actually saved my portfolio 2 years ago. The guy is a full stack engineer. He's like studying right now to be a lawyer from home. That he goes, after Bitcoin, we got Kaspa. When he said that, I'm all in because this dude, you know. And I read. I mean, I'm not super smart, but I understand a little bit of Kaspa, and it's amazing. It just hurts me sometimes. It's almost like owning a great video game system, and then all these third parties are doing bad games, even though the system is amazing. You get what I'm saying?
What did my cousin say? It's like having a Ferrari with not having premium fuel for the Ferrari. Yeah, it's a Ferrari. It does everything right, but if you don't have the right gas in it, then it's no good, you know. So let's put the right gas in there for sure. I'm with you, Mark.
What was the problem about the KDAO?
No. They're just talking about Mars technical requirements for improvement. If you guys need the help, you know,
but he was talking about fees. Skywalker.
Yeah, Mar. He wants clarity on what you're talking about, the KDAO fees that people used to.
But it was a system running 300 blocks per second, and you were complaining about a fee that was like 70 cents. I paid 10,000 Caspa to mint KDAO. I paid 6 Caspa per mint, and I got 48,000 coins out of my 10,000 coins. So it was profitable, but it's a system running 300 blocks per second, and you have transactions go as getting surpassed that, and now we are getting a fee market where we actually get a fee that will actually pay miners. So you're actually paying for your transaction. And I paid a miner for actually making money because I got like over 3x my Caspa. So, and the other guy said about that the Caspa wallet has had this issue, but this issue is not got fixed so we could actually mint the KDAO. So when you minted the KDAO, you can mint, pay 6 Caspa, you could wait a day or two and you will be profit. You'll be in profit and you could sell and you will get more Caspa. So there was no issue. The fee just went a little bit up to 78 cents.
Appreciate that, man. Hey, well, I'm going to step in here. We could keep going. I mean, we can go all day, but I got to jump and get on a call. How can I end without Mutasco getting in? Mutasco, just promise me you're not going to go more than like 2 minutes, bro. It's just today because I got to get on this call. I'm already pushing it back. I'm supposed to be on there right now. But Mutasco, go ahead.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, I'm just laughing at you. Thank God I have 2 minutes. Okay, I wasn't gonna say anything because this is what I'm gonna say. Hearing Ma just like, Ma, you don't have to buy Casper. Okay. Here's another reason. Here's the thing, I'm very honest with you. Okay, this is what you get when you buy into a PhD coin. Okay. Do you know who Nick Szabo is? He's considered the father of whatever smart contracts. So everybody built on top of generations of whatever, right? So look up Nick Szabo. He has a paper called Smart Property or whatever it's called. You can read that. And if you don't read it, don't complain about Kaspa. There's 3 things I'm going to say, okay? You have the blockchain trilemma. You have, what they call, Bitcoin, who are the maxis of Bitcoin. They believe in the immutability, right? You can't change this. You can't change that. And then they believe in the unit of account, the whatever, medium of exchange and all that. Kaspa solves these other 2, but they have a problem they have a core problem with the immutability, which is a hard fork. So long story short, this will be like an hour conversation. I'm just saying for people who want to learn, I mean, these guys, I mean, Larry, thanks for highlighting stuff. And because some people are not even following that, okay? They just number go up. And that's what takes people's mind away. You're literally being told something that is, but these are the great minds behind, if you're looking for something that, and there's no guarantee on anything, right? They're doing, this is also an experiment, but it's a good experiment. It's like what is his name? The late Charlie Munger says, what do you think about all these people that come out every year to just watch you guys talk? Doesn't it look like a cult? He's like, yeah, it's a cult, but it's a good cult. And I think sometimes for most of us here in crypto, we can find good things, but we get clouded by the number go up, right? That's all I'm gonna say. And for those people that want to learn, please look up who Nick Szabo is and also go read a book. It's actually free. It's called Crypto Assets. In fact, it has covered everything, almost everything that you need to know about all the Bitcoin killers, crypto, Ethereum killers, whatever killers. It will give you a very good, comprehensive view of where we're at in crypto. And there's even more to come, okay? For the Caspa people, you are, I think anybody that believes in it, you know, they know what they're doing. That means they've done their research. That's what I'm going to assume. And that's all I have. Thanks, Zach, for letting me speak. This is a day I just have to listen, but I have to come in and say this. There's a PhD coin. Get that in your head. And if you want to understand it, you have to read. You have to do what we call research. And when you're convinced, all the nuances that you're seeing, it's gonna play its way out. But it's not gonna be overnight. It's not gonna happen. They're gonna make some mistakes. Some things are gonna fall apart. But you have to do the research to get to this point where you can feel like, okay, am I invested in something that has a future or not? Because bear in mind, even if it's the best in town, there's competition. There's all these other things that can derail it, right? So just be careful the way you say things on, is it 2 minutes? Zach, 2 minutes?
Hey, so here's the thing. Here's the thing real quick. Paid said he'll keep the space open. I mean, I'll be host, but I won't be here. Paid said he can keep it going. So if you guys want to continue, have at it. That's totally cool. All right. So I'll be back in a bit. I think Paid, what'd you say? You want to take it to about noon?
Yeah, we'll take it to about noon. I want to see Mar, fucking put some boxing gloves on and duke it out. I'm still waiting for his response. He's been sitting there quiet for way too long, so I want to see what's fucking going on in Mar. And I will happily wait a half hour to see Mar.
All right. So the Caspa crazies got their wish. There we go. Appreciate you, Paid, for rocking with this, rocking with the space, man. Okay, I'll be back in a bit.
Yo, Mutasco.
Hey, Mar, it's a joke, okay? I'm just joking.
It's not a joke, Mar.
It's not a joke. I don't want Mar to like freeze right now. Is he okay? Can you check on Mar for me?
Yo, someone do a wellness check on Mar because he has been a little quiet for a little while. Mar, whenever you're ready, come to the mic. So I want to hear your rebuttal to Hoover down there when he was talking about the Caspa mints. Because that was a concern that Mar did bring up when he was talking about, some people got wrecked.
Yeah, sorry, my boss, the owner of the company is here.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, Mar, we get it. Do you have to whisper? Hey,
Hey, real quick. Yeah, I left the office now. What were you saying real quick?
Mar, blink twice if you're good. Blink twice. No, Mar, if you wanted to respond to Hoover there, because Hoover was saying there was no problem with the fees on Caspa during the K-Down mint, or whatever the mint name was. I forgot the name, so I apologize. But he said there was no issue with the fees there. So, I mean, Mar, that was one of your biggest contentions with the problem, with the situation. So I would love to hear the rebuttal on that one.
Yeah, there was no fees?
He
like,
said
issues?
he said they're relatively low. That's what he said. I mean, he can.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's probably more of an issue with the third the third party dApps, because when you use the bots on Telegram, people were getting like super low fees. But look, there's a lot of people that don't understand the bot. You know, there were a lot of people that we were just trying. It felt like it was the first time them using wallets and getting into decentralized. So we were helping them with the Caspa wallet. And I mean, even a lot of people are like, what, just the ticker? The ticker is how I buy the mint? I don't need to put a contract? What if somebody has the same ticker? And they're like, no, you can't repeat the same ticker on the Caspa mint. A lot of people were having those issues like that on the Telegrams, on the Casper. Now we're helping them out. And so to move them into using a bot, like, forget it, you know? And the bot was not having issues. So it's not like the issue is, I think so much the Caspa chain is more of a Casper, not Casper, the Caspa where people were paying, those people were paying like up to 10 Caspas or even more. That's when the first minting went out. This last mint, there was a really popular project called KRC-20. They did it was 150 million coins, 10,000 each mint was 10,000 coins. Had some people like, you know, a Kaspa, one Kaspa for a mint, for 10,000 mints. And I think it was at the end was 2 million total mints, you know, for each 10,000 or something like that. But anyways, each mint, some people were paying 4 or 5, even more Caspa for gas fees. And some people see it, new people that came in like, oh, 60, 70 cents. But then when they realized, they ended up paying like $200-$300 plus, you know, with $200-$300 with the one Caspa that you pay for the coin. So they needed at least I want to say like one of my friends did the math. He needed KRC to release at a $17 million market cap just to break even. Some other people like $22 million market cap, and some people got in like a half a Caspa for gas, and then so in other words, they only spent one Caspa and a half. So right there, they only needed like a $3 million or $2 million market cap to break even because they used the bot. So it's not so much, I think, you know, the Caspa network. It's more like the third party wallet, like Caspa, just not. I don't know, just not doing the gas fees right, you know, because the bot is doing it good, you know, but a lot of people don't understand the bot.
I never paid more than 6 Caspa per mint on the Caspa during the mint KDAO mint.
When you mean six Caspa, you mean 6 Caspa per 10,000 mints?
Yeah.
Yeah. That will put you on a big hole on your investment if you pay 6 Caspas per 10,000 mint.
But the average fee was like 4 or 5 Caspa plus the one fee plus the one Caspa for actually mint, and the average fee was like 5 Caspa.
But on Caspa, right?
I'm talking about Caspa.
Yeah, Caspa, but on the bot it was like half a Caspa, I think.
No, I paid 3 or 4 Caspa. I did like 5 wallets at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but
it fluctuated a lot. I got in on it. I got it. It's all right, Mar. I just got to jump in on this one.
Yeah, I got in on it. The guys that paid over. Yeah.
I paid a little bit over. I was smart about it because I was involved with the Casper launch, and I was able to. That one, I sort of got wrecked. I made my money back. I'm happy. Watch, I've made money with Caspa and the meme coins. I'm down on KDAO right now, even though I was able to mint at about 3 Caspa per. But no, it fluctuates like crazy, especially on Casware. I don't want to hear that. You must have minted when there was no traffic or right at the beginning before other people got in. But I saw that shit shoot up to 18 Caspa per mint. Okay. Now, obviously, I wasn't buying at that price, but other people that are less experienced might have. And you know, that's kind of their problem. It's part of the process. But, you know, we're not saying this to shit on Caspa or Caspa or whatever. We're saying it to improve it. I mean, there isn't a place to go put in, you know, your complaints and, you know, for this improvement or whatever. And besides, the best place to do it is publicly, because publicly it affects it, and then people want to fix it and then get it done. So, you know, lucky for you, you got it done at 3 or 6 Caspa, but still, I mean, let's do the math. If I do 100 mints, okay? 100 mints at what? At 3 Caspa per mint? No, fuck, I forgot what I did. I did some math right here. But it would cost $13. I would get $13 worth of tokens, but I would pay 234 Caspa. I mean, $234 worth of cash, dollars, to mint $13 worth of tokens. That doesn't make sense.
I know that, Koba, when I did the math for you, you needed DAO to hit like a $17 million market cap just to break even. When I did the math for you, you know, right now we don't have the numbers. I might be off on the numbers on 6 Caspas. I think it was higher than that. I can't remember. But yeah, man, again, I don't think it's Caspa. I think it's the third parties. Because if the bot is getting it good, why isn't Caspa making it fair or better?
And I did mint on both. I did mint on both Casware and the bot. The bot was able to mint everything I asked for. The Casware ran. I think I got maybe 3/4 of the way through before it minted out. It ran out of mints. And I started at like 3 a.m. here, and by the time I woke up to listen to the Crypto Breakfast Club, it had already shut down. I didn't stay up watching it, but everything that I put into mint on the bot got minted out. And I started on Casware before. I set up my Casware to start minting before the bot. So the bot is minting better, faster. Now, the crappy part is that if you go to sell on the bot, the fees are pretty bad. The swaps are a lot easier. But no, like I said, I mean, I've made money. I'm complaining because I want improvement. Because, you know, we want the space to move forward. Not because I want to try to wreck Caspa or whatever. In fact, of everything, I've made the most money on Cas up to date right now.
Yeah, so, but the thing is, Koba, if the bot is working perfect, that means the ecosystem, the network is working good. You know, the issue is Casware, I think, where something is just wrong with that dApp. I mean, that's my guess. You know, I'm not a big tech guy, but.
And I agree. It slows down a lot. It doesn't mint. If the fees go up in price, they don't continue to mint at the price that you went to. I think I set mine at 2.5 Caspa, and when it went up to that 18 Cas per mint, my shit slowed down. Mentors, because I guess I'm still a rookie at all this, but my guess is that the mentors or whoever take priority, obviously, for the people that are willing to pay the 18 Cas per mint over the 2.5. You know, when I jumped in at 2.5, there was nothing minting at 18. I caught it at a good time, but it picked up. The fees went up, and that shit sucked. And I ended up not getting all the tokens that I was trying to mint. I'm assuming people that came in behind me and were a lot richer, that had enough to pay 18 Cas per mint, it got in front of me. And I mean, I guess that's the nature of the beast. But you also can't call it a fair launch if that's what's fair in. I mean, I was trying to mint, what was it, 20 million, I think, KDAO? And somehow somebody was able to mint fucking 1.5, I don't even remember, 1.5% of the whole thing, okay? So I don't have the numbers in front of me. Sorry, I was eating. I was listening in. But somebody was able to mint billions a lot faster than I was able to mint millions. But like I said, I mean, it is what it is. I got it. You know, like Mataska says, you don't have to buy it. Okay? You don't have to buy it if you don't want to. But, you know, I'm in crypto and I'm getting familiar with everything. I touch a little bit of Ethereum. You know, I'm all over the place trying to learn it. I do the research that I can. You know, but even then, I could read all the fucking books I want, and then I could still get wrecked. There's people getting wrecked out there, even though they've done all sorts of research. So it helps out, but it could also be irrelevant.
One of our alpha guys minted on the bot, and he averaged 3 Kaspa with total. So the bot is working awesome. You know, I haven't heard Mutasco speak today. He spoke so much last night in Michael's space that I think he ran out of voice.
No, Mutasco spoke a bunch. You were fucking MIA.
Oh,
speaking. Yeah, you missed it.
I thought that he ran out of voice power. He was screaming last night. He was all at it. Like, we were scared of this man.
Hold on, we got to get to Mr. Emperor, then Pedro, and then Marco, and then we're probably going to close it out. Mr. Emperor has had his or her hand up for a little bit. So, Mr. Emperor, what's going on? Hello, Mr. Emperor. I can't hear you.
Listen, while he or she is doing it, let me just jump in real quick.
Yo, Pedro, you saw Superverse? Come on, baby.
Yeah, I did. Freaking I did. Like that moved. So it was what's up. I'm pissed at myself. Okay, so real quick.
Almost top 100.
Yeah, that's real. I want real quick though. I want to talk about a little bit about Mar, and I kind of want to get to the heart of the issue with what Mar is saying here. And I've noticed this a lot with a lot of other projects. Okay, one is that people bring people on who have a lot of money, right? Mar, he's probably brought on people. I mean, if you totaled all the money he's brought in, probably to projects, especially Caspa, it's probably ranging maybe $10 to $20 million at least. He's brought a lot of money in, and these people are big money, right? So, and any type of sales, right? What do you do when you have a producer? You help them, right? Because they're the ones who are bringing money into the organization, and you make things happen for them, because the reality is this: they have a wider network. And if those people who they bring in are happy, those people that he's brought in are going to bring more people who have more money. So I always tell everybody, look, people like Mar, you need to help them. And you can't just sit there and say, well, this is just crypto. Dude, no. I have to say, in traditional finance, which this is not, right, there's ways to help those guys out. And so as Mar is bringing in people in who are babies in crypto, we need to make sure that we're making that situation a little bit better, trying to figure out what's going on for them. So again, I want to side with Mar here in the fact that none of you guys are bringing in hundreds, probably in the future, you'll be bringing in hundreds of millions of people. I'll be coming to you and say, hey, Mar, this is what I got. You know what I'm saying? And then sooner or later, he'll be like, these are my investors. I've got a total of about $1 billion here. We can bring into that. So make sure we understand the real issue that's being talked here. It's not the fact that it was screwing up. It's the fact that this man is bringing new people into crypto, and he's trying to educate them and help them out, but they're getting screwed over. So I think that's the real issue here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm seeing a little bit different, but I feel that we're talking around the forest. You know, we're talking around the trees when we're looking for the forest here, right? So I think that's the real issue there. Maybe I'm wrong.
Mic drop. Pedro, love your insights. As always, check out Pedro's show. He got a show where him and another gentleman who both look like Jesus talk about crypto. So definitely check this show out. I think it's Jesus to Jesus. That's what it's called, something like that.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, someone made that joke the other day, and now
Yeah, it was good.
it literally looks like Jesus at different parts of his life talking to each other.
Dude,
So
I shaved my beard today, dude. I have to go do some speaking, so I actually had to like get cleaned up and stuff like that this weekend. And I was like, dang, I have such a baby looking face. Like, it's just like, there's a reason why I grow it out, because I actually look older. But I shaved it today, man, and I was just like, good God, I look like I'm in my like early 30s. Dude, I was just.
I mean, that's not a bad thing, bro. Like, don't complain. There's some people in their 30s that look like they're 80, you know? They look awful. There's some people that look bad.
Yeah, it's true.
Not me, though. No, I'm kidding.
Yo, wait. You showed my show, but you showed it wrongly. So let me give it real quick so people know.
There's no such thing as a wrong show, Pedro. First of all.
That's a good point. It's basically DYOR Live. It's on YouTube. Check us out. We actually have real talking heads that are down in Washington. We have a lot of we've had John Deaton on our show, who is running for crypto side for Massachusetts. We've had a lot of other just big lawyers. We've had Kathy Woods. We've had a bunch of people come on. We're a small show, but I mean, we're growing, and we talk with real people, and we talk about real issues that affect crypto. And also, we bring a lot of alpha. I talk about TA, where the market's going. Many of these guys can attest to my TA skills. If you guys please come check us out. We're small. I'm trying to make this worth my while. So come check us out.
I need you to redo the TA on Superverse now, to be honest.
I got to. Absolutely, dude. I
told everyone, and I don't care.
Did.
Call me conceited. I don't care. I told everyone that shit was at 250 on CoinMarketCap. Hey, look at Superverse. It's like 48 or 50 cents right now. Everyone getting the Superverse. Everyone's like, man, I'm getting it. And now all of a sudden it's about to break the top 100. Where the fuck have y'all been? Where are y'all at? And now people got to re-TA the fucking chart. Go to the chart.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Pedro, are you doing your rant Friday today?
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Also, I forgot about the rant. So we do a crypto rant Friday. Where we talk, where you can come on. I've had Paid there. Larry comes on. Zach's been there. Also, we've had some other big influence. What do they call them? KOLs. Yeah, KOLs come on. We're a small crew, but the premise of the space is that come and just rant. You got about 2-3 minutes, rant your rant, complain, or if you got praises, you want to thank God for things, come out there and praise. But either way, come out, and it's just a chill space where people just hang, have fun, and more importantly, rant. So that's why it's called Crypto Rant Friday or Full Rant Friday.
Love it.
I recommend people go. Hey, I recommend people go. I was in there yesterday, and you could go in there with your rants. And then Pedro comes in with his really chill voice, and he just calms you down, man. It's very therapeutic. So I recommend people show up to it.
Okay. All right, awesome. We got to get to Mr. Emperor, see if his mic's working, then Marco, and then Mutasco. And then maybe Mar for 4 M's. MMM. Mr. Emperor, are you good to go? What's going on? I can't hear him. Mr. Emperor, I can't hear you, bud. All right, we're going to get to Marco. Marco, what's up? You've been up here for a while. What's going on? Your eyes are green, and they're laser focused, and they're actually scaring the fuck out of me. Your PFP.
All right, guys. So I've been in Caspa for a long time, and I was in the Casper bot when there was only like 100 people in that Telegram. So I'm fairly up to date with the Casper bot and the minting process. And when that KDAO launched on the space that it launched on, they said specifically to people, don't expect this to be a 10, 15, 20x project. That's not what it's about. I started to mint straight away. I have like 20 bots, and I just started minting, and I paid fuck all fees, to be honest. I was able to mint, I think 0.3, 0.4 before people started catching on. But what actually really happened was loads of degens jumped in, started minting like fuck, and then the fee market kicked in. So that's why the fees went crazy, because what people don't realize is Caspa is 1 block per second, which is about 300 transactions per block, 250 to 300. So once that block gets filled, the fees go up. So like people were warned that it wasn't going to be one of those fucking green god candle projects. It wasn't a meme coin. So you can't really blame, I know the Caspa wallet isn't ideal, but you can't really blame the network or anything about it for what degens do. Like they overcrowded the network.
So basically the network gets more congestion and then the fees go up exponentially is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, so what happens is when the blocks get full, the fee market kicks in, and then the miners actually take the highest fees to process in that block.
Gotcha. Because someone was, I think it was Hoover earlier, was saying that the fees didn't really go up at all. So I'm confused. Like, what?
The fees went up 100%.
I said
the fees went up 100%. No doubt about it. The fees. I saw people minting at 10, 18. But again, the thing is, people were told that this isn't a degen play. Like, if people want to go in and pay that, then they need to do more research on what it is they're buying. Because what I feel happened was people saw, shit, this thing's minting, and then they all started minting like fuck. So you can't really blame the systems for it. If people don't know what they're doing, then they need to do a bit of research into it and understand how it works. You know what I mean? And I understand you need to bring people into crypto, but very soon Caspa will run on 10 blocks per second, which is like 2,500 to 3,000 transactions. But because we're so early, it can't do that at the moment.
We're doing 400 transactions per second right now, and the mempool is 50,000 transactions just in the mempool. There's a crazy mint right now.
But I'm just trying to get clarification for people who don't understand, including myself. The fees have a sliding scale depending on how many mints or transactions are happening in a particular block. Is that correct? Is that right?
It's not a sliding scale, so I can manually put in how much fee I want to pay. There's a guideline of what the fees are and the average fee is. But if I want to go way above that average fee and say, let's say I manually put in 10 Caspa per second, then I can do that.
No, I mean the blocks themselves. What I'm saying is, if like you said, when there's more people on the network trying to mint something, the fees you're saying go to the miners, right? At a higher rate than they would normally if less people were using the network.
Correct, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So is there a way that's going to get scaled differently in the future, or will it always be like that?
That would be something for Hoover, I would imagine. Okay. As it goes to 10 blocks per second, I presume it's going to take a lot more transactions before the fees get out of control. But I believe at 1 block per second, and when minting is quite heavy, then the fees are going to go up. It's like Ethereum when the gas goes crazy on ETH, but it's not at that scale. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Hoover, you had something? You were saying something?
Yes. So when there's more transaction than 300, the miners will prioritize the highest fee, and soon we will have 10 blocks per second. So when there's over 3,000 transactions in the network, the miners will prioritize the highest fee. And that is just how the Caspa works and how like every blockchain works. So right now we just have demand. Like many people want to use Caspa, and the network is not built for this. So we just have to wait till we can scale to 10 bucks per second. So it's just a bullish problem that we have so many people wants to use Caspa that the fees goes up.
Like I'm not for or against Caspa. I'm still learning, right? I'm just trying to get it from an understanding standpoint. Because someone came on earlier, I forgot who it was saying, Caspa's the fastest, cheapest, blah blah. But now we just ran into an issue right now where we have a fee issue if there's too many people using the blockchain at once. Someone just literally messaged me right now. The network is not ready. But I'm neutral. I'm Switzerland, so don't come after my neck. I'm trying to figure it out.
But that's because like right now we have 12,000 transactions in the mempool right now, but the network can only take 300 transactions, and this is the fastest proof of work. So like you can't find a proof of work that can do 300 transactions per second, like pure proof of work, without multi-chains. So we have so much demand that we have to have this fee market. Right now, you have to pay 1 Caspa per transaction because we have so much Caspa and we have so many transactions.
But the thing is, if the demand goes up, which we all agree that, throughout the bull cycle, the demand on a lot of blockchains are going to go up. If the demand goes up on Caspa and this fee situation doesn't get fixed, then wouldn't the fees just keep going up to a point where...
No, because Caspa 1 block per second right now. And... on 3,000 transactions per second.
Yeah, but that's a 10x from where you are now. But if you guys get 10x the volume, or let's say 100x the volume, you'll still be in the same problem, correct?
No, because we can prove on paper we can do 100 blocks per second.
I'm a little confused. I'm only asking because I from a point of ignorance. The more people that use the Caspa ecosystem and blockchain, right? Say right now, we're going to use easy numbers. Say right now you have 1,000 people using the blockchain and you're running into this problem. What happens when you get to 30 or 40,000? Like, even if you increase that output, like you're saying, from 1 block per second to 10 block per second, now the amount of people and the amount of volume you have going through your chain would still run into the same issue.
That's the same problem. That's the same problem every crypto will have. But the thing is that Caspa can do it the fastest while being proof of work.
I paid. I'd just like to clarify that this issue, I've only ran into this issue when I was minting. Any other time, it's super fast. If I'm sending Caspa or a meme coin from one wallet to the other, it's there in the blink of an eye. It's fucking fast. I like it. The only issue that I have is during the minting process.
I'm asking for straight up clarity because I don't have that much information on Caspa. I'm not attacking you guys by any means. Don't take it that way. I really want to know, if you guys get to a point where you have millions of transactions per minute. I don't even know. You guys are going to be there already. But if you got millions of transactions per minute, regardless if it's minting or whatever, would that not potentially slow the chain down? I'm just asking. I don't know.
Like yesterday, Caspa was the only coin of all proof of work currencies that made the most transactions. Like, we made 15 million transactions last day, and I think Ethereum made like 1 million. But the thing is that Caspa can do 300 transactions per second, and right now we have demand that is more than that, and that's why we have a fee market.
Yes, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is if that demand goes even higher, would this issue still be there? That's my question.
It will, but that will be the same for every cryptocurrency. But the thing is that Caspa can do it the fastest than any other chain. So right now, we don't have this problem in Bitcoin, Solana, Cardano, because no one is using the network. That's why we have this fee. As long as the issue, we have this fee market. Because there's no many transactions in Bitcoin. There's not many transactions in Solana. But the thing is that we can remain proof of work while having 10 blocks per second, like 3,000 blocks to 3,000 transactions per second. So like the fees will still be low because like you're judging a network running 300 transactions per second, and you maybe pay $1 or $2. I never had this fee issue with Caspa, but since that minting came and everybody minting at the same time, we have those fee markets right now. But it will be another like discussion when 10 blocks per second come.
Awesome. I think Zach's back. Zach, are you back? What's going on here? I guess he's not that. I said I'll give you guys a half hour. And he comes in, gives a few emojis, and leaves. Fucking classic. We bring up another person to the stage right now. Matasta, you have your hand up. I don't know if you wanted to jump in on that conversation or just in general. Matasta, what's happening? And Mar's up here also.
I would love Pedro to talk to me about Caspa's chart. I would love for him, because he's always bearish, So I would love to see what he says about about Caspa or in general. I haven't heard him about how he feels about the market.
All right. Well, let's get to Matasco first, then Pedro, and then Matt. That BTC is here, and then I don't know if we're going to be continuing the space or not. We're already over, and Zach hasn't said anything besides a few emojis. But Matasco, what's going on, buddy? You had your hand up. Open your eyes. What's happening?
No, close your eyes. Close your eyes.
What?
I'm just here to listen. Dude, I have my spots when things are discussed. I think Larry is off, so I like to go back and forth on specific things. I was actually going to talk about merge mining with Litecoin, but he hopped off, so we'll catch up next week. Great space, as always. Now, drop the mic.
Awesome. Someone just messaged in the comments, Cashware is currently down. This was as of, 18 minutes ago. Does anyone have any updates on that?
No, Cashware is not down. There was an update, but I have been using Cashware for I think 40 minutes right now while talking to you because I have to mint and I have no issues.
Gotcha. Yeah, someone just posted in the comments. So I was just curious about that.
However, is there anything close to Caspa getting built? Any other dApp for minting?
Yeah, I can answer that question for you. So there's a couple software engineers that I'm connected with that are building a new wallet. It's actually going to be it's going to be connected and interoperable with swapping function, so similar to Phantom. I'm not gonna name drop right now, but basically it should be coming in the next, I would say, week or two. It's got a name along the lines of Ghost something. I'll drop it in this group or tag some of you when I get more information on the official works of it coming to a close. They're going to be using liquidity from the DEX that is, I guess, the only one that's really active right now for KRC-20, which is Change Finance. It's going to be open source, and it's not going to have any private keys stored. So what that essentially means is they're going to get deleted immediately. There are a couple bugs which people are not quite happy with. So just sorry for joining late and trying to catch up and understand what everyone's speaking towards right here, just to kind of get to the chase and not really talk in circles. Basically, from my understanding, the minting issue, I started minting since Nacho dropped. I used Casware and I was paying 4, 5, 6 per mint. And I mean, you got to wait for a 6x to make your 1 Cas back. I had a lot better luck minting KDAO with Casper bot, KSPR bot. You can also set a custom gas function. So set it low, low and slow really did wonders for me. I was paying probably an average about half a Cas per mint. You could edit it when the volume's down and pay even less. So that's a little alpha there. I know a lot of people are having issues with Casware. Typically, it's weird, but what I'll do is I'll mint on Casper bot, and then I will send it to Casware just to store my tokens. And I never connect my Casware to Casper bot and vice versa. So I know a big privacy issue had to do with KSPR bot having access to people's private keys and it not being open source, and there being a slew of issues with Casware as well. And one last thing I really wanted to touch on, I've been in the space for about 7 years now, so I've seen some interesting things kind of play out, and I'm pretty much a BTC Caspa maxi now, and I don't really think I have time for anything else. What's interesting to me is a lot of people, to my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of people are acting like KRC-20 is the chosen one, it is the smart contracts of Caspa. I don't believe that's true. I believe KRC-20 is emulating ERC-20, and it's essentially acting something similar to BRC-20, if you guys remember ordinals and inscriptions on Bitcoin. Hence why the gas fees are actually so high right now. So is it a step in the right direction? Yes, but it's also a temporary thing. To my understanding, it sounds a lot like Q4 of 2025 is when Jonathan, Michael Sutton, and Shai Desh have real smart contracts planned for Caspa, which in theory will then reduce the speed, the gas fees, and increase the speeds once 10 BPS is fully implemented and so on and so forth. And that's really where we're going to see the true potential of Caspa shine. So hopefully that was some good information for you guys. That's really what I had to say. I think the hype on KRC-20 is going to continue to explode because we still have another year until, they really take their time with developing the network, but they make sure that they, cross their T's and dot their I's first. So everything is really interesting right now, and it's playing out in a certain way. But studying, the actual BlockDAG tech and what Caspa is capable of, that's why when you send cash-to-cash transactions, it's a fraction of a penny. But when you're using this essentially ordinals, inscription, KRC-20, it's almost like a layer added on top. So therefore the gas fees will be a lot higher. And to my understanding, that's kind of how things are working right now. Thanks.
Yeah, that's exactly the issue. That's what I was told by two individuals, that it's not like it's the network, but it's not in the network. And that's why the gas fees are so high and it's not stable. That's why I said that the issue looks more like it's Casware than Caspa itself, because there's people paying high fees, right? And there's people saying, "Oh, the network is congested," but when I send some Caspa to Kova, that shit was like switching a fucking channel, so why is the network,
Yeah, for sure.
So the network is not congested because then it will take Kova and we did. Me and Kova tested it out. And if the network was congested, then Kova wouldn't have received my Caspa and like changing a fucking channel on the TV.
Yeah.
And we tested it multiple times. So it's more of a Casware and the KRC-20s, which I was told, look, these are not truly smart contracts on Caspa. This is like a layer on top of a layer on top of another layer, and that's why it's all over the place,
There's a lot of developments to come, essentially. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Zach Humphries. Paging Zach Humphries. I know he's on a call, guys. But I was just trying to page him to see when he wanted to close this and keep it going. Mar, what's up?
Listen, this is my fucking show right now. Don't worry about that. Listen,
it's your show until I hit the mute.
Check this out. I helped someone with a portfolio yesterday, right? I didn't do it, but I gave him some, because this person has never won like big money in crypto. Dude, $250K on his first mean investment. I don't know how he found it. GOAT. $250,000. Of course, I told him to buy some Caspa, and he bought some, some other like Tau and, Bitcoin, of course, and Ethereum. But yeah, he was nervous. And this is one of the things that we always talk about in this space. What are you going to do when you make money? It needs to keep growing, right? And he was nervous as fuck. And yeah, man, he got one of those guys, just like I got lucky. My first investment ever in crypto was Shiba, And I don't know how you found gold. He found it through people talking in spaces, and he liked it. And he made some really good money. I think he invested like $1,500 and turned that shit into $250K.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. Check the title of the space more. I just added a little something to spice it up just a little bit for you. Yeah, I mean, Mar is probably the biggest.
You could take out the S. Mar is my whole full name, first, middle, and last name. So You could take
but Mars. I didn't.
Oh, Mars. Yeah, I get what the S is for, but whatever. I don't like it. I don't like it.
If I say Mars space, people are like, what the fuck? Now it has to be Mars space and Mar. Are you named after the god of war? Is that what's happening?
Oh, this is Sparta.
You know what? You know why? You know what? I think that's a video game. That's a video game. God
of War is a video game, but Mars is the god of war in Roman mythology.
So you played a lot of God of War in video games back in the days?
Me?
Yeah.
I never played God of War. It's fun fact. A lot of people. It's one of the best game series of all time. I never played one of them. No, I was just giving you a little Roman/Greek mythology lesson on your name specifically.
No, I'm saying I was a big video gamer back in the days. That's the reason I didn't buy Bitcoin, because I was like a clown playing video games all day long, you know. And many of my friends are like, "Man, I wish I would have known about crypto, not playing so much fucking gaming and shit like that." I know you're a gamer. I'm sorry. I know you're a big gamer. You know.
I haven't been able to game in a couple weeks now. I ran out of room on my hard drive, and everything on my hard drive I currently need. So I haven't been able to. Tekken has a new update because a new character and a new stage came out, and I don't have room on my hard drive. I have a 2 terabyte internal hard drive, and all my external hard drives, I have about 5 terabytes, maybe 6 5 terabyte hard drives, all full of material from clients and stuff. So I don't even have a place to play the game no more. So that's the downside of computer gaming. You just run out of room. But I mean, there's systems like that now too.
When we're giving when we're doing a giveaway today.
Oh, yeah, Mars doing a giveaway, everyone, for Caspa. Mars said, I think earlier, he's going to give away about $350 worth of Caspa and $350 worth of Casper. I think that's what it was, Mars. That's what you're giving away?
What I want to give away is the Casper wallet. Like, just give it away. Like, here, take. No, I thought that I heard something, so I could put my warning label up there with
here we go. Here we fucking go. The postman just texted me. Ask Mar if I can enter.
No, he is banned just like what's this guy's name was banned from baseball from cheating. What was his Barry Bonds? Pete Rose was banned from baseball all his life. He fucking, not even after he died, they still put him in the Hall of Fame. No, he's done. He's banned. He's done.
Sorry, Postman. No fucking Caspa reward for you. I don't know what Zach wants to do, or if anyone wants to do something with it. But yeah, we're kind of just chilling here until Zach decides to close the room. So if anyone else has anything else,
but I tell you, man, and they know the big news. I mean, in Caspa for me was getting listed in a U.S. exchange, because my buddy bought some Caspa on a U.S. exchange, and he actually got in like about 15 cents, and he just bought recently more. You know, I told him, hey, listen, plan to DCA, and it's just easy for him. You know, he sent the money from a bank account to that. I keep forgetting to that exchange, BITUNIX US. You know.
Mark, wait a minute. Yesterday on other space, you said because Matasco sent me to church and I prayed, you would let me start entering contests again. What, now you're taking that back?
Well, I found out that Matasco's a liar.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, Mar.
So you did not go to church. You know?
Mar, here. Dear God, I apologize for winning more contests than Mar. I can't help it that he can't win because he ain't lucky. So please, Mar, allow me to enter contests. See,
funny. You aren't lucky, Mar, because that girl ran out of your car, as I remember. Unlucky.
Hey, what's up with the Cardano girls?
I told you, Mar. I got them coming on either next week or the week after. I told you that already. I talked to them. He's all right.
just make sure Zach is on vacation or he's somewhere doing an event or anything, you know?
Hey, Mark, you realize I'll be the one that'll jump on the space and cock block you now because you won't let me enter contest.
Oh my God!
You won't have to. You won't have to. You won't have to cock block him. He'll just climb up.
I'm gonna end up fucking it up anyways, you know. You don't have to. But listen, Pay, is there any money? Is there any money to be made out there? I mean,
made out where?
Selling candies, man. Selling candies over here in the corner of the street, like in crypto. Is there any money? Any place? Anything out there?
Oh, you're asking for plays? I mean, to be honest, this is gonna sound super cliche and fucking stupid, I guess, but I would look at our sponsors, to be honest. I think Azumi's going to run. I was talking to the Zacks in the back channel about that. Azumi, they're not in the room right now, but they're one of our sponsors. But I'm only mentioning them not even because they're our sponsors, but if the Nero community picks up Azumi would just, go to 50 mil like overnight. Like, it'll be stupid. Like, if the Nero people just wake up for 1 second and look like, oh, this is the original, like, fucking story of Nero, Azumi will easily hit 50 mil within like a couple of days. Not financial advice. So I mean, plays wise, I don't really know. I just got this one Pampit, PAMP on Solana. That one's at 600. It just got launched a little bit ago. That one's at $618,000. Oh, actually, it's pumping. Hold on. Let me give you the accurate price. 621 right now. 621. So a nice little pump right now. It's ending in FKJD. It just got launched today, and it's pumping. It's that meme with that guy who has all that plastic surgery holding a fucking cell phone, and it's like, oh, they sold Pump It, not Pump It, but Pamp It. So like that's the only one that we're looking at right now. It's at 621K. So it's moving a little bit. It just launched maybe an hour ago. Yeah. This one's Solana.
You got to bring also Keystone up in the space, right?
I'm actually going to talk to them. I'm going to be talking to them later today, if not tomorrow. Because I mentioned this on the show before. We do need an official wallet sponsor for the show. Like one wallet we can always just point to and be like, this is the wallet. This is the guy.
He added Cardano or something into the main wallet, or he's going to be using one of the software's hot wallets of Cardano, or they're going to get a partnership or something. I went into the middle of space, but he was talking about Cardano and finally working with Keystone, Yeah,
I mean, the big news for Cardano is the whole Bitcoin thing. That thing is ridiculous. I don't even know what's going to happen to the price because of that alone. That's just going to be that's fucking. That shit's going to be crazy. It's going to be intense, to be honest with you. Oh, and also Binance was at the Cardano, what was it? The Cardano Summit or whatever the fuck it was in Dubai. And Binance hasn't listed any Cardano native tokens yet. And now they had a booth at Cardano Summit. So something's brewing there. I think they're going to list some native assets like SNEC, which is a meme coin over there, and a bunch of other ones. And if that happens, Cardano's going to send also. So we'll see. I mean, that again, we'll see what happens. But I mean, that was huge news. Binance was there, and they're liking what they see from the Cardano ecosystem and the Bitcoin OS partnership, where you can bridge between Bitcoin and Cardano going forward is going to be pretty big, in my opinion.
But let me tell you, man. Whoever catches the one on Ape Chain, if you could catch a really good project on Ape Chain, because that shit's gonna be hyped, bro. People are gonna be printing money, bro. People are gonna be making money if we could catch the one meme coin on when Ape Chain drops the smart contracts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much information about Ape Chain. So whenever you guys talk about it, I kind of take a backseat on it. But I'm definitely interested on it. The thing is, I'm still trying to keep my portfolio relatively small, because if you over diversify, it's just as bad as under diversifying in my opinion. So if I'm getting into a new project that's not like a meme coin that I'm just trying to cheat overnight, like the fucking Zach Jeter up top, I gotta do more research than just, it sounds good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And what about NFTs? Is that coming back, or because I still see what do you call this? I forgot to ask Kaspa if they're doing there's a marketplace for NFTs soon too. But Magic Eden is doing good, bro. Like, I don't know why people are saying NFTs are dead, but at least Magic Eden, they're doing pretty good. You know,
I think NFTs